We're streaming because it would say start. Stop.
Shiny.
I noticed that about you.
That my forehead looks like
what are you doing?
shiny.
Get over here.
No.
You're the co-host. Get your ass over here. Alana.
He's also my master.
Alana, can you switch
Oh,
faces?
wow.
No, this asshole.
She's fine. No, you're the. Why do you do this
Hello.
all the time? Why do you act like you're not part of the
I don't-
show?
It's-
I tell you he was aggressive.
It's just.
I have to be in the middle of this.
Well, it's not you. He's putting you in the middle. He knows what he's doing. My brother's naturally an asshole.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
my
I
name is
seem like
Gump.
I'm the one who needs
What's
to
your
calm
name?
down.
Ronnie.
Ronnie?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Ronnie. Hello.
Ronnie
Nice
Raw
to
Banks
meet
is
you.
Gump, my co-host.
Ronnie Raw Banks. Is that
Oh,
really
Ronnie
your
Raw
real last
Banks,
name? That's your real
yes.
last name.
No.
Oh, well,
Rock
it
Banks
needs to
is
be your
my
real
last
last
name.
name.
Yeah,
It's like a
Banks is your
porn
last
name.
name.
Yeah. I wish it was a porn name. I would produce some money.
There's no money.
No, there's no money.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah,
is this
money.
a
Get out
porn
of here.
right now? Did I miss all this?
Welcome to another episode of the UandGOdyssey Podcast. As
Where's my water?
you, today's guest is, as you guys heard right now, is Ronnie Raw Banks. She's a comic here in the DFW area. Today is December 2nd, 2018, and again, this episode is brought to you by the unofficial sponsor of the Cash App. Where you guys can help us donate by donating like whatever you want by doing the Cash App, and the Cash App is UNZ Funds, UNZZ FUNDZZ, to help us get some better equipment and stuff like that.
Have you got
All right.
any money yet?
Yeah, I got $2.
Really?
$2.
Did you give him $2? It was you, wasn't it?
Hi, Ronnie.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah. How do you like that showcase you did last time?
The showcase that I did last month was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I mean, I wish that people would show up if they said they're going to show up. That's my biggest thing. You know, I mean, they could be a fan in face, but it takes a lot for people to travel with you.
Yeah. Isn't that? I found that too. Like people buy tickets, and then they don't come to it.
Yeah, it's just support. Yeah,
And
I
then-
mean, but they got to give you both support. If it's going to be, again, it's easier to log on to Facebook, but then it was like to show up at a show, it's different.
Yeah, and I know people can't always come, but you know, we tell people pretty good ahead of time.
Yeah.
But you say you're not gonna go, so it's not like you're not.
So I
telling
should
me.
start saying I'm gonna go and not go.
No, I just know you're not gonna go already.
Caught on.
Yeah, so
Too late.
It's caught on. You know,
I-
my game.
I don't like people just to see me, but yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, but it's if you're
I know, but it's
stream,
just it
so
feels,
let them see you.
Hold on, he's not in it. He's got to be in it.
I
I
don't
know.
need to be in
I
it.
feel like I'm up close.
They can hear me just fine. Yeah, but like I was saying, it's funny because like people sell tickets and then people have the ticket and then they'll still be like, when is it supposed to be? Like it's on the ticket that you bought, so you know when the date is at, and it tells you where to be at and where to go.
It says the address on it?
Yeah, and they still, people
It
still
says
just don't
everything,
show
the
up.
arena, everything, but that's not it. Is people want to support at that moment, but it is. It takes a lot, especially if it's got months and weeks to go, and you're just like, oh, I want to go, but then things pop up. I understand that, but then sometimes a phone call could do, or like, you know, hey, I can't. But I feel like if it comes in text, it's gonna be a lie. Like, you know,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hey, I can't make it. That's a lie. I feel like
Yeah.
any text message is gonna be a lie.
I've lied a lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, not too many people use phone
I think
calls
that's true,
anymore.
though. That's a good
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
I mean,
no.
people, it's easy to lie with text messages. A phone call, you sound like you lying. Like,
I just got in a car wreck. Tire fell off.
And then you hear the guys say, can you please take your order, sir? Oh, yeah, can I get a cheeseburger? Stuff like that.
I'm not trying to.
No, you can do what you gotta do.
I know. Sorry.
So yeah,
Jacqueline
but
Carter is watching.
I know.
Hello,
Hello.
you've been doing
Her mom used to be
comedy.
my school teacher. Yes.
Really? You've been doing
Your what?
comedy.
What? Hold on, that's not important.
What's
Oh no, I
Her
was
mom
like
was
her
your
mom
what?
was my school teacher.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Y'all were in the
Did you
same
grow up
class?
here in DFW?
No, her son was a grade ahead of me.
Is that here in the DFW? Or is that
No,
where you're from?
I'm from Oklahoma.
You're from
Big-
Oklahoma.
Yes, I'm from Oklahoma.
I did not know that. I would not have had you on the podcast.
Oh,
I
that's
wouldn't know
true.
that.
Then I'm here now. Like, let me tell you,
Yeah.
I'm from. I
That's
started
true?
off in Bowie.
If you
Then I
wouldn't know
went to
that's true.
Okemah. I graduated from Mason. I
No.
went to Midwest City. Like, yeah,
No, I
represent
don't-
Oklahoma.
I don't care
Everything's
if you're from
okay.
Oklahoma.
Yeah,
It
everything.
doesn't make
Where
any
did
sense
I
to me.
go to see Deftones? I think it was Tulsa.
Mhm.
And there was this guy in a Camaro driving around the hotel, just and then come back around 10 minutes later,
in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma,
He
Tulsa City.
He was probably
Tulsa,
messed out of
whatever
his
it's
head.
called.
Couldn't find the apartment, the right hotel.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not talk about Oklahoma
No, I was
because y'all are a
scared.
little bit. Oklahoma is just Texas. All of this is just a little bit North Texas. The same
Yeah,
thing.
but they're
country.
Yeah, but they're like, if for some reason they're like their brain cells aren't as the same equivalent as people in Texas.
No, if
Well, I don't know about that. I
actually
think
the
we're all
only way
stupid.
that y'all are staying afloat is y'all got your little wee in between us and New Mexico. So if y'all pull out, y'all gonna float away.
So Texas
That'd be
is
great.
a man.
So we'd be an island.
Yeah, then y'all do you. But I know that we helping y'all right now, so don't talk bad about us.
I don't know about that.
We helping you.
Well, I don't know if I was talking bad. I just think they're racist
Hey
too.
David.
Oh yeah, they're probably racist.
Yeah. Tulsa seems kind of racist.
I'm just messing with you. I really don't give a shit
Oh, no,
if
I
you're from
know.
Oklahoma, if you're from Canada,
Oh, who cares?
Louisiana. When I grew up, we never really emphasized how like pride in the piece of dirt that we're walking on. Like I grew up in Iowa,
I think
and
that's
I never
because
said,
we had no parents.
no, that wouldn't be nothing about
Oh,
parents,
okay.
because you have influences from people you hang around with too.
Travis.
But like we wouldn't sit there and talk shit about people who lived across the river in Illinois. But you know we're in Iowa and they're like a bridge away. But we didn't have a problem talking shit about. But I come over here and like
It's real territorial.
it's very territorial here. People
Yeah,
like,
well,
Oh,
oh,
I
you're
mean,
from
it's
you from
pride
this.
in everyday. It's just a conversation. It is. As far as like y'all already know what state
But people
represents
get
whatever.
real mad.
But
I've
yeah.
heard people get
Yeah.
super
It
mad.
just all depends. But it's just
True Texans.
it's just a conversation.
Well, if that's
You
true
gotta be proud.
Texans, then that makes the people from
I better
Texas
not
sound
leave
like
here
they're
with a cold.
assholes.
That's all I'm saying. So all the coughing you doing, I better not leave here with a cold. I better not leave here with a cold. Unless you're gonna give me some antibiotics or
She's
some
looking
little
at
cold
me
pack
about the
or whatever.
antibiotics.
I'm just
I just
saying.
have
Can you
sore
give them
throat.
to me so I can
Okay.
give them to
A
her?
sore
I can get
throat
some
and a
cough
cough?
lodging so I'm not coughing.
I don't know.
Do you have any on you, Alana?
She covers up. She's like,
No, I don't have my purse.
Oh, okay, well. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be
like Raw
coughing
Banks
a little bit.
got a
I know.
good point going on. Let
I
me
was
start
like, yeah,
covering
I
too.
don't- I
Wait,
come on the
you were
podcast to
coughing
get
like
sick.
crazy a couple weeks ago here.
Yeah, that was a couple weeks ago. Guillermo's all good and done and dandy.
Oh, so now when I'm sick or when I have a cough, you want to be all like, ugh.
no, I'm not.
But when I had the cough,
I'm just saying, Raw Banks makes a good point. That's all I said.
Oh, I like how you just dropped the Ronnie. He was like, Raw Banks. I like it.
Yeah, Raw Banks. That's a great last name.
I know.
I wish that was my last name.
See,
you
look,
wish every name was somebody else's your last name.
No, that's
Right.
not true.
my
Yes, you do.
sidekick back the other day.
She just pops in and
Her
says
last
no
name is
squirt.
Red Brows.
And Marcus Carter, we did give you a shout out. Didn't Marcus already be on here? I thought Marcus Carter, you want to be on the podcast?
Carter.
Does he have a nickname? Just Marcus.
He goes by that when he does comedy. He's did a showcase. I don't know.
I don't think I've had Marcus.
Marcus,
Shout out to
Oh.
Marcus.
Marcus, you're gonna be on here next.
Well,
Okay.
let me know when he wants to do it. I'll have him on.
She's doing your scheduling now.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Raw Banks is ahead. What?
I don't know.
No,
Raw Banks is a what?
I was gonna say she's
Ahead of the
ahead of planning, but what'd you
Oh,
say?
the head of no. I
No,
didn't
it's
say
not
anything.
happening.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't know what y'all talking about.
You just
So,
pop in like,
I-
oh, what? Stop making up words that people said.
I like to do that sometimes.
Yeah. So, but you've been doing comedy not that much longer than me, right?
No, I started out in like May, June. But yeah, it's a hustle. So
Oh, so you actually started a little bit later than I did. Because I
Yeah.
started in February.
He's trying to say he's better than you.
That is
No,
not
he
what
could
I'm
be.
trying to say.
Okay.
he could be. I mean, I always tell like anybody, there's no guidelines on when and where people start. So I mean, it's a hustle. So just we out here.
I don't like that thinking it's a hustle though, because then to me that makes it sound like it's more of a job,
It is.
and I do it for fun. And if I start doing things for a job, then I start losing interest.
So how's it not a hustle though? A hustle's not always a job. You don't always make money, but we have to hustle to get shows. Like nothing's given to you in the comedy world. Like when you get up there, nobody like tells you off. Like, hey, I thought you were good. Like it's a hustle. You gotta ask. People gotta promote you. People gotta like here.
You're getting
you
likes.
People don't have to ask.
Oh.
People don't have to promote you.
I think that was a like.
Well, I think it's
What's the
different for
floating thing
everybody.
on the side?
Oh,
sorry.
oh, I don't know. But I think it's
Hey,
different
you're
for
getting too
everybody.
distracted with that.
I like it.
Pay attention
It's
to
got
what we're talking
words
about.
and there's
I
actually
think so,
people
too.
watching.
It's just like when I hear people saying a hustle, there's so
Oh,
emphasized.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
but it's
offended.
different for everybody. Like for myself, like you don't get paid out here to do this, and in
There it
time
goes.
you will get paid. But right now it's a hustle to get on stage. Like I mean, every stage I went to the other day, I drove down to Dallas. It took me an hour to get down there, and when I got down there, they said the list was full.
Where was it at? That's
BBC.
Comedy House? Or
And
no?
then she
What's
looked
BBC
out for me.
called?
The British Brewery Company.
British Brewing Company?
Yeah.
I'd have to agree with Raw Banks.
About
Everything
what?
is a hustle if you want.
Everything, yeah, it is. It's a hustle, especially
wanna
if you want to
get
get a
ahead?
good mic. And like even Comedy House, like I've been emailing them to get on it or whatever the case may be. But everybody knows that it takes time to do
Oh, it
that.
takes
Everything
so much
takes
time.
time.
Unless you take the person that teaches the class there, then you're on there like that. Because they're clicky.
I don't know. But
Yeah,
hello,
you do.
family and
do
friends.
Know. You know, you just don't want to say it.
No, I don't know. I've never been. I hopefully my list is on there. Hopefully on Monday or Tuesday, I'll find out if I'm on the Comedy House. But if not, then there's a doc. There's other things that's opening up. There's places that's open. There's places that close. So you got to be ready. And the hustle, which is not what if you don't call it the hustle, what would you call it?
My time away from home.
Oh,
My
no.
fun time.
Because it ain't free time. Like I mean, if you
I
even
think
want to
it's free
support a
time.
friend. I was supporting friends going to comedies or whatever, but it was costing me like $50 because you got to pay a ticket, then you got to pay for the 2 items, whatever. That was like in the gas to get down there and the time
And the parking sometimes.
and the parking sometimes.
I'm just making things up.
It's a beast. If you're in Dallas, yeah, I had to pay $5 once for
Yeah,
downtown
I believe
parking.
in that. Damn parking.
That's why I don't really like going to Dallas. It's too much of a.
Hello.
It's too much of a like a risk factor.
I know it is a grind.
Yeah, sure.
You so monotone with me. I'm like, I need some upbeats.
You want to
Put on some
music?
R&B.
No, I was asleep before I came here, so like my body's like, hey.
Did you have some coffee?
No, I don't drink coffee.
You're a party animal.
I just have to wake up the alien. He's good.
Who?
The alien.
What alien?
He lives upstairs.
In your head?
Like, is it
He
an illegal
does.
alien?
No, he's good. He's green.
That doesn't mean he's not illegal.
I don't know what he
Or
is.
is
He
he
doesn't
green?
tell me
Is he
all his
green?
paperwork.
Wait a minute. What are we talking about here?
She's just making stuff up.
What was your next question?
There's
Ronnie
an
loves to
alien
come up
in
with
your
little
head?
There's an
scenarios.
alien in the head.
There's an alien in her head.
How tall?
There's a man in her cooter.
A man in my cooter. No,
Yeah.
there's only been one man in my cooter.
No. You said it before that you have a little guy that lives down there, or she,
No,
or
he-
she, whatever.
No, he's 79 is my vagina's name. Yes, I refer
79?
79. The year she was born. That way you don't have to explain numbers. Names, you'd be like, why aren't you calling her Tiffany? Why are you calling this? Whatever. A number, you don't have to explain all that.
But you did. You said there's a year she was
I
born,
know,
so
but
that's
that's
an
it. It's
explanation.
small. Nobody else has anything to say about it with the name. You said 79 because it was years born. That was it. Boom. But you don't have to be like, oh, you should have called it this. You should have called it that with the name.
What? People try to tell you what you should have called your vagina?
Yeah, everybody has a vagina name. Every female has a vagina name.
Okay,
I
thank
don't
you for
think so.
clarifying, because I was
Yeah,
about to be like,
dudes
wait a
have
minute.
that-
She's not
No.
agreeing with you.
I disagree.
Oh, well, you can disagree.
We
She
can't
might-
win them all,
okay.
Raw Banks.
No.
We can't win them all.
Most girls do. Most guys.
2 out of 3, buddy.
So you don't refer to your man part as something?
Yeah, I call it a penis.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
dick. I mean, that's what it is.
Well, I mean, hey, to each his own.
I mean, yeah. I guess sometimes our creativity goes in
But you
different
talk
parts.
to it, you know? Like sometimes when it don't want to get up, don't
Yeah,
want to
come
do
on,
this,
just
whatever.
pee already.
Yeah, so you talk to
You're
it.
taking
so,
too long.
That one I haven't done either.
Oh, wow.
No.
He's a damn liar. I hear him talking to it all the time. He talks to it in his sleep.
Well, if I'm in my seat, that's not my fault. I mean, I can't control
Penis.
it. And I won't be able to know if I'm doing it.
The clown's
Where can
coming.
they follow you on
penis.
the regular where they can see the whole podcast?
Well, after we have this episode, we'll upload it to YouTube, and then we'll also upload it to Spotify and iTunes, and they can all look for it for the podcast name, UandGOdyssey. So it's pretty simple. Everything we do is UandGOdyssey.
Well, do my people have any questions for me while we out here? Because I think they just like looking me in the face. Which is not a bad face. I do. I got half my daddy, half my mama, so we good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
Mhm.
I'm included.
So okay. Do you write down your sets at all? I mean, I remember you used to write down little notes and say,
I don't.
but you
What
don't
I
do that anymore.
No, when I come in, I always ask people what they want to talk about. Which is gonna bite me in the butt. I already heard because that's how Butch said he's not putting me on any shows because I'm unpredictable.
What's wrong with that?
But I mean, it's just the style that I have. Like when I get on stage, is what I feel like talking about. It's what the audience like. I may ask for somebody. So my last show, they got us mixed up with the male and female. So that's what I played off of, just the gender.
Yeah, because you can't ignore something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I play off of. But I don't write. I don't have to write because I feel like in 39 years of my life that I have so many stories to tell that they're true, so you don't have to like write it down. They're my stories.
That works for some.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
experience in life.
Yeah,
That
like,
works for some comics.
Like just going to the clinic. The last joke I told was like going to the clinic. It was like my mom had to take me, but I didn't let her know that I was going to a clinic. Like, you know, like
You're like, take me here.
No, until I had a job interview. You know, like you
That's
do
awesome.
things, but in life you have 39 years of experience where you just have to. You don't care to be ashamed about it anymore. Like being bullied or whatever case, you face up with who you are, and at 39 you should be proud of who you are. You made it this far, because life is hard. I don't know who is not hard for, but life is hard. Like a lot of things hit you unexpectedly.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty sometimes, and
It
it
is.
really, and also a lot of it that just depends on really where you're born. That depends on a lot too, and it's just fucking gets shittier the different places you're at.
But I think it's on the person how you handle it. Like, yeah, I love life, so like I feel like humor is in every day of my life. Driving over here, it was something funny.
What was funny?
You know, just driving. I could get off the couch in my house. I'll find something funny, like a phone call I get. I'll find some humor in it. I think everything has humor in it. It's just the way that you look at it.
It is. It's just like some people who just can't find humor think that everything has something negative. And it's like, I mean, I guess so, but some people just can't see the humor in life.
Oh, you could see me any day, girl. I'll be in bowling. I could stop by your house. People always say that.
Talking
People always
to?
be like, no, but well, you know when people be like, oh, I can't wait to see you live. I'll be like, I could stop by. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
but
it's
that's
just
not-
invite
She's
me in the
live right
house.
now.
They want to see you.
Yeah,
They want to
like,
see you on stage or
oh
something.
yeah, stage is different. You get a little rush, but I mean, I feel like I'm the same regardless where I'm at. Like here, there, everywhere on the couch.
That's a Beatles song.
Yeah.
Except the couch part.
Right, yeah, the couch is mine. I had to
What little
ask
song
you.
is that?
Here, there, everywhere.
Mm.
See, that's why he's your co-host. You know, like what you don't know, he know.
That's not
Somewhat.
true.
You know?
And according to him, he knows everything.
Oh yeah.
That's not true either.
That's most comics.
Sibling spat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sibling spat. We go
Sibling
back and forth.
spat. What's spat mean? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to kick you. I'm just stretching every once in a while.
Oh no, you're fine.
It's,
Well, I saw you look at my leg like, don't he touch me or I'm going to kick him.
Oh no. No, I'm good. I'm a big girl.
What were you saying again?
I don't know. I left my train
What's
of thought.
spat?
Yeah, you're just
Spat is
crazy
fight?
everywhere.
Yeah, it's
It is,
basically
it
a
is.
sibling spite. You know, just
Sounds too much like
But
spit.
yeah, that does
Just
work
short
for
of
some
careful.
comics to where, and a good prime example. I don't know if you know who he is, but Joey Diaz. Like he's known for, he doesn't write anything now. He just goes down, feels the crowd, but he does hype himself up. Like he'll find something to get just like wound up about, and then he'll use that energy after he got wound up and go on stage.
Is that Dallas? He's from Dallas?
No, he's a
Oh.
LA comic,
Oh.
California comic.
No, I mean there's so many stories. I come from a very, very small town, Bowley, and then I moved to Okima, which is still small. So there's so many stories that you get good. Like being country, you have so many stories. Like I always think when I first started out, my first joke was like, I come from a small. We only had one gay guy in our town, and then everybody's like, "What?" That was funny to them because
What year
like,
was that?
But people mind their business. So then there was always
So
like.
if he's the only gay guy, who's he fucking with? No.
That's
What-
that's
what-
not
what
your
year was
business.
that,
That's
though?
what I'm saying. My town mind their business. You didn't have to
wait,
worry about who was doing.
wait. There's a
What
time.
year was that, though?
There is a time to mind
Oh,
your
this
business,
is-
but sometimes you gotta just be curious.
I was born in '79. No, that's not curious. Like people, that's the thing is that you didn't even know if he was gay or not, or was gay
Well,
or still
so
gay. Or
apparently
whatever.
people knew.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You just mind. It was so much else going on in the town that that wasn't even a wary.
But you said it was a small town.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
how
saying.
much
There's
more
so
can
much
go
going
on?
on in a small town. Small town. Everybody was infused with everybody
They're all
But
banging cousins.
What year was this where there was one gay guy?
in the '80s.
Oh, then they were all gay. They were just hiding it a little.
Yeah,
Right. That's
probably.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's so many.
Well, see, but
jokes
then
that
I
you
want to
can crack
know. I was
about
like,
that.
wait. So if you're gay, who are you banging? And he's gonna be like, oh, I'm banging these blah blah people, and they'll be like, okay, so they're gay too.
Yeah, all the married people he's banging all
pretty much.
Yeah, but you
all
did.
the, all
You
the
mind your
priests
business. That's what I'm saying. In the '80s and the '90s, nobody cared who was banging who. Like, and that's the thing. There was so much other stuff to do. There's so many other jokes that you could pull from my town and from myself.
Okay, but what if somebody was banging animals? Would you be curious about who it was?
I wouldn't care.
No?
I wouldn't care. You know, that's the thing is like, and I don't have to get on stage and tell stories of other people because I
Oh.
have so much going on with myself.
I'm just using that as an
Yeah,
example.
I don't care who's
Okay,
banging who.
so like, do you take that way of thinking into the world too? Do you not care what other people in
I
the
don't
world
care.
are doing?
No, yeah,
Like you don't
no.
care about politics or people who are going to jail or
No. I do. I like a gossip. Like, I like to get a good story from anywhere. But as far as, like, me worrying and bogging myself down with people's stuff, no.
So would you say you're woke or you're not woke?
I would have to say my eyes are open.
I hate that.
Yeah, I don't have to say that I see a lot of things. I see what I want to see. I see what matters to me.
I think to people who use the phrase woke, I think to them you'd be like considered not woke. Because woke is people who worry about conspiracy and whatnot and know about, or like, oh, I know about this conspiracy and I know what the government's really doing to us and blah blah. That's somebody technically woke.
Yeah, he was not. Like, but I feel like if we all, like, the factors being like racism, all that is going on in the world, racism can it be cured? Yeah, because Kenny Rogers called me an N-word the first day of school, and I whooped his ass the second day of school.
Kenny
and by
Rogers?
the fifth day of school, we were friends.
Kenny Rogers is that guy who played music?
He was a kid in school. No,
Isn't he a saxophone player?
no, he's a country singer, but
Yeah,
it was
can.
actually just a student. I'd be darned if he came to my school and called me a here. But I'm just saying, there's
He
a lot
went
of
to your
things.
school?
Kenny Rogers was a kid, a student in my school.
You really think racism can be cured?
I don't believe in the hardcore racism where people, you can't do it out because you can't be racist when you're working for me or I'm working for you or whatever the case may be. Like, you know, if you're eating at a Chinese restaurant, if you got, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, if you freaking 400 pounds, but you have people cooking for you or whatever the case may be, that's a different racism. Racism where you're affecting other people, that's different. But like prejudice and all that stuff. But if you just use the N-word, like Kenny Rogers when I was in 5th grade called me, I didn't feel like he was racist, and that's probably what somebody told him to do. But then he learned better after 4 days. You know, he was good.
After 4 days?
After 4
so
days,
you
he
had
was
4
good.
days.
You
Like,
whooped
okay.
his ass for 4 days straight?
No, called me the second day I went home and said, my mom was like, like, you know, go back, and then he was good. After like a week later, you know, he held it in. He's good. I don't know where he's at now. So if y'all see Kenny Rogers, you know,
He held what in?
the N-word.
Oh.
Jesus Lord, y'all gonna have to write some stuff down. Did I go too fast for you? But I'm just saying where it matters. Like, you know what I mean? Just because, like, the whole thing that they were talking about in the comedy thing, I don't know, they may not know, but, like,
I know what's going on, yeah.
With the whole thing with the N-word, like, racist, feeling racist, like, just because people don't want to mess with you or F with you or you don't want to F with them, don't make you racist. Like, in the comedy thing, there's not a lot of blacks when you go to, certain mics. You know, you might be only 2 blacks at the whole mics, but you know, if they don't speak to you, I don't be like, oh, they racist. I mean, they just don't mess with me, I don't mess with them. But I don't put that cloud over them as being racist.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I felt racism. I didn't really feel any racism, but I felt like when I first started comedy, I felt like the new guy, and I did feel like I was kind of I knew that I was the new guy, and I looked at people, okay, these people obviously have known each other for a little while. But I didn't see it as racism because there's a lot more white people at a certain spot, no more black people at a certain spot. I just saw it as me just entering their world, and you know, eventually they came around to acknowledging me as a person.
Man, I don't know where y'all live because I feel racism daily.
Yeah, but sometimes
Like, I'll walk by a white person and they'll be like, muchas gracias. Like, what the fuck?
well, that could be the practice in Spanish. That don't make, because I've said hola, you know, whatever, you could
Well,
just
they
put-
should say that to another white person.
Some white people don't speak at all. But I'm just saying that, like,
Oh, yeah, I get that too,
would
where
just
it's like,
say-
wait a minute, he's too close. He needs to move away.
But that doesn't make him racism. I think we throw that out there so close. You know, so easy. Like, we just stamped it so easy. Like, boop, boop, boop. And that's not so.
I like your stamp
Yeah,
sound.
boop, boop, boop. That's not so. I never thought I'd turn until you were sure. Because, like, even, actually, when I was reading some of the comments on the post that they were talking about racism, and some people were like, oh, just... Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all, especially in the comedy thing. It's just like when you're new, you're going to feel that pressure where people don't want to deal with you. And being new in comedy, people do not talk. Like, I used to come, and I'm friendly. Like, I'd be like, oh, I got to talk to you. And then I turn around the next week and they don't have nothing. Used to beg. I go into an open mic once. I'm not even going to say because I don't even want to start any other drama on here. But I went to the line, and they barely... No. They barely spoke to me. Like, I went over there and I was like, oh, this feels awkward. And they all walked away. Like I had, you know, a coastal in the face. But it was cool.
That happened to me at Dad's Comedy House. Yeah. But I didn't think it was because of race. Like I said, I just thought it was because I was a new person going into their world.
It's because you smelled.
And because I smelled. I probably smelled like a... Oh, no, I'm going to say something bad there. But, yeah. Excuse me. True, and if people want to know a little bit more about what she's talking about, referring to, I'm actually gonna have the guest next Sunday. His name's Lights Out Shaw. I'm gonna have him on, and we're gonna be able to. I'm gonna sit down and talk to him about everything that happened.
That's
Get
a
his
fighter
side,
name.
get his side of the story, and just talk to him. I want to sit here and be like, oh, you're wrong for saying this, you're wrong for saying that, or I don't even care. I mean, I just want to see what his point is, and
it's a clicks.
Yeah, just see
open
what's
mics
going
are clicks. When you get out there, you get in a group of people, and that's all it is. It's like you get out there and you get 2 or 3 people. I don't mess with a lot. I speak to everybody, but I don't go home
yeah, they're
or
very.
whatever.
It is very cliquish.
I'm here with you, and that's about all I've did. Like,
And eventually I have seen though. It's where I get to talk to people. At least now, people are saying hi more. Maybe I don't stand around and talk to them like I would other people. Like, you know how I stand around and talk to Landon. I don't do that with everybody, but at least now I know people are talking to me a little bit more. At least saying hi, shaking my hand. So, but yeah, I mean, it's true. It's very cliquish. You still have certain groups of people, and you still have certain comics that give off that feeling like they are a little bit better than other comics because they've been doing it longer. But you can't control how they treat other people, so whatever.
It's
Just keep doing what you're doing.
People are people. I don't count on that.
I agree with that.
So
If people
That's
don't want to
Depeche
mess with
Mode.
you, don't mean they're racist, though.
No, I don't really think it's
And if
racist.
people throw some Spanish at you, don't mean they're racist either.
Oh, it does.
Oh, it's really just
You
how
just,
it's just
you
how
just
you
didn't,
interpret
you just
it.
didn't catch the undertones. Oh no, it's there.
But, I mean, no, because you know what? If I feel like if they were racist, they wouldn't even fuck with you.
Well, look,
Yeah.
see that. Look, okay. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Oh, estoy muy bien. Oh, get away from me.
who was to get away from you? You or him?
I was just talking shit.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I think it was both.
I don't know. I've actually never had that experience. People don't say hi to me like that.
They-
so.
I mean,
Oh,
but
I get it a lot.
I mean, but the fact that at least they talk.
Is it
to
a
you,
mustache?
That's what I'm
that's
saying. You
weird.
can't say if people were racist to me. But I mean, people show you who they are. Like first impressions are gonna be there. But if they spoke to you, there's so many people out here that's not speaking.
Yeah.
So and that's when I was like, oh, you can tell they hold the shit down. I feel like I'm gonna get sick here. So I was like, if I die on the way home from your podcast, I don't even know. I should have. Is there any? What's his butt? His coughing. Nobody worried about his cough.
Oh, I'm already dead inside, so
Amber gave it to him.
yeah, yeah, and their
She said she's the one
intercourse,
who gave it to me, but she had a full-on flu or full-on.
Oh yeah,
cold.
you were dying like 2 days
She
ago,
was
right?
dying. Yeah, for me it's just like an itchy throat, and I think it's because
She was
I
like eating
That's how it
Sonic.
started.
I think it's because I was talking and yelling a lot the
like
other
chewing
day.
on whatever you were chewing on.
That and I do vape every once in a while, and the vape sometimes irritates my throat. So,
Hey, Miss Harris.
but
Just
Look, my
pass
one
it.
fan. I do have one fan out here.
what are you talking about?
Harris came to my show and she brought her family.
He
to
got
the show,
Ebola.
and,
You got Ebola. You've been to Africa. Hello, Miss Harris.
Look in there. You getting a shout out.
Oh, what?
You got
Yeah.
Ebola.
I got Ebola.
You can have something. I mean, colds aren't called colds anymore.
Colds aren't called colds anymore?
No, it
What
could
are
be
they
anything.
called?
It's something.
Laryngitis?
I don't know. It could be something. You might want to get checked out.
Real quick.
Why can't you say that without looking in? Why can't you say that while you're looking into my eye? Why do you have to be staring
Oh
at
my
space?
God! What is this shit?
He wants to feel like a connection.
If you don't ask your next question,
But you know, it's
I have
funny
a
though,
question.
because
what was your? What,
I have a
what,
question.
what question do you have?
How old were you again?
39.
Okay, so you got some good music years in you. What do you like? 80s,
Oh,
90s?
For you, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, I'm
I-
into music.
I love good. I'm not rhythm and blues. I like a lot of alternative music or whatever. I listen to
Yeah.
anything. But if you go like Betty Wright, Tyrone Davis,
Is that jazz?
oh blues.
you can't give me any more.
Oh, I don't know blues.
Okay.
I like
You
blues,
need to
but
get
I
you a
don't know.
black friend. One of the black
Can you
friends with an
get
old
I have
parent.
a lot of black friends.
With an old parent. You got some
Actually.
young black friends. You gotta get
Yeah,
young.
well, no,
Get
he's
your-
like 50 something.
That's
No,
enough.
he didn't get you no.
But he
no
told me he
blues.
likes blues, but we
Yeah,
won't go
you need to
into it.
listen to some blues. Some blues will take you somewhere and bring you back.
I do like blues, but
I'm not.
There's a
I
blues
don't
song
know
for
anything about
everything. Casinos down to cheating, to from loneliness and.
Is there
it's
one
like
about-
country.
Is there a blues song for getting lady boys?
Lady boys.
Yeah, Vietnamese lady boys.
I don't know if there's a song for that. I don't think anybody actually does that.
I think he's the only one who
a blues song. You need to
said
listen
everything,
to some good
so.
songs. I was actually trying to hopefully do a comedy show where there's like blues and comedy, like an ABC, or a blues comedy show.
Is
Like
there?
where a blues song would just play off of like Betty Wright, because everybody's talking about side chicks and all that stuff now. Like there's already songs. All this now already has a blues song to it.
It just wasn't popular.
No, it was popular. It's just times has changed. Like the young people don't really keep up with blues.
No, because it's not.
There's a song.
This is not
Come on
blues.
now. There's a blues song for anything. There's a blues song that romance, all this stuff. You young folks have took the romance out of everything.
Why do you keep saying you young folks?
Yeah,
Young
I'm not
folks.
part
We're
of
not
it.
like 20.
I am 20. I'm 22. Do I look 22?
You need a good blues song. Like if right now y'all could like.
It's
listen
just
to
it's,
some
it's
songs.
just not my feeling. I like a good.
I can't believe you want to
Listen.
water.
Thank you.
We don't want to hear what you like.
All right, well, no good shit then.
So what questions y'all have out there? Real world again. I don't know what he over here.
Yeah,
talking
we live in
about.
a fake world. The digital world is what
I know.
it's at.
Well, they're real time, so they're like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so are they.
Rodney's
So-
watching. How's it going, Rodney?
And I don't even look at that, so I don't know who's watching what.
Oh, I always look at it. I just don't
They
have
go-
glasses on today.
Yeah, they changed they changed the thing, so we can't enlarge that to see what people are talking about. So I just hope that Addie catches something good. But she's there. She's doing her thing. She's communicating with them. My producer.
Oh.
Why?
Yeah, Addie's my
Because
producer.
you said you mentioned like that nobody was watching, and he got really offended.
Zodiac, I always say that. I say that every podcast. It's like my one
Aw.
joke.
Well, look, am I making new friends on there? Anybody said that I'm making them good?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
we'll
you're cute, yeah.
We'll
What?
shout out your Instagram
I
and your
know.
Facebook here after we're
I
done.
know. I need some fans. They can follow me. I know. Oh, I think I'm cute. Well, any of them single? Want to pay some bills? No, I guess not. No. Then I don't need no compliments. Then if they ain't giving no cash,
If there's no money behind it, you
right?
can keep
I don't need
that
no
shit.
compliments. I don't know. I've
Spoken
been
like
told
a
cute
true
too many
woman.
times. I'll never, that's one. I'm not one of those chicks. I've never made any money off myself. No
Never?
dude, no
You
dude has
never
ever
made
paid
You've
a
never
bill.
made any money off of yourself.
No, you know how like the dude
I
come
think
up
you
to
put
you.
yourself to work.
No, dudes come up and they be like, "I want to buy your car." But no, I've
Wait a
never.
minute.
No, the guys that say it are not gonna be the
No,
ones
this
that
is
do
back
it.
in the day. Like they ain't got no dudes ain't doing that. All the dudes used to buy stuff or whatever, and give you money or whatever.
You're
no
hanging
dudes
around in the
never give
wrong
you money.
area.
Some dudes.
You
in
need to
this
be.
area?
You need to be. No, not in this area. This
Oh.
area is the broke area.
Tell me.
This area
Tell
right
me.
here is broke.
Tell me, friend, what area I need to be
All right, you
in?
need to be where the 70-year-olds are at,
Let me see.
where they're about to die. Don't put it on. You need to
Go
be
ahead.
at
I don't
where
know
the
why he acts
70-year-olds
like
are at.
that.
I don't like to be like known.
Okay, go ahead. Where we
It's like,
need to
why
be?
do you even be on the podcast to begin
70-year-olds.
with?
Oh look, you can see the. Let me tickle it.
Will you stop getting distracted?
She's got pot on her poster there.
Okay,
So
so,
what are we
what
talking about?
area where we're gonna be in?
Yeah, what's this?
You
area
gotta be
for-
with the old people that are like about to die and they want to like
The
bang
nursing
younger
home?
people
She
and
used to be at a
and
nursing
give you-
home
and
walking
just
through
throw
there?
money at you. Here's money.
Yeah,
Like,
where's
all
it?
Florida.
Yeah,
Florida.
Florida.
I
You
just
be in
moved
Florida.
from Florida. Nobody was trying to pay my bills. I
Did you
have
go
a,
out to the old people nightclubs?
no, I have a baby daddy.
You know, I know
I
you're joking about all that. You don't really want people to. Pay
No,
your
I
bills.
don't need it. I pay my own bills for now until about March 1st, and I'll be struggling. That's
What
my
happened March
paycheck.
1st?
I'm retired. I just retired out of the Navy.
Oh really? So what's gonna happen after that?
My paycheck is get cut down to about 25% of what I used to make.
Ooh, okay, but I'm saying like, what are you gonna do as far as?
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
So you're
I took my
currently-
last podcast is like I'm a man with no plan, waiting for shit to fall in my hand.
Well, but if you do that, you're gonna end up not getting anything because you gotta.
It'll come
Grind,
to me.
right?
No, it'll come to me. I'm not. Comedy is not like. I mean,
I'm not talking about comedy wise.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like actual.
No,
real,
I don't have a plan now. I'm just taking the time to just do me,
Uh-huh.
and in time I'll figure it out.
Okay.
I just don't want the pressure of I gotta find a job. Gotta find a job. I don't want that.
Have you been looking for a job?
No. No, I mean in my mind I have. I was like, oh, I could work at the airport. I could do this. I could do that.
Do you have a resume?
Yes and no. Like, yeah. I mean, you know what? Usually, like, I'm going to lie for it. I'm going to have to alter it for the job
You're
I
supposed
want.
to lie.
Yeah,
You're supposed to lie.
Yeah.
If you're not lying, then it's not a good resume.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The company needs to know. But I don't want to work on weekends. I don't want.
There you go.
I want small hours.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I want to smoke.
I want good. No, I want good coworkers. When I my job interview, I want to ask who's doing who, who the nosy one, who's the one, who got don't. So I want all that up front on my job interview.
They're not gonna do that.
I want it all up front.
You shouldn't do that either. That's like guaranteeing you're not getting the job.
I want to actually. I was like,
That's
how
like-
far? If I do the boss, how far I'm gonna get up? And
That's like the
I don't
movie
just
scene. That's like the movie scene where the parent sets up the interview, and he's like, "Oh, I need to figure out a way to lose this interview
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever." And they start
Sabotage.
asking, "Yeah, sabotage yourself." That's what you're doing.
Yeah, well, maybe that's what I don't really want to work. Like, I want to know how far. Is the boss cute? Like, what am I going to get to the next
How
round?
does that matter?
It does. In
Why is
my
that
world,
relevant?
that's what I'm saying. In my little mental world that I got going on now, like, what is my next job? See, coming out of the Navy, you would know that. Like, when you do the people are like your first day, like, people fill you in. They're like, don't do this, or so and so like that. Like, people come out of those networks and let you know what's going on.
Yeah.
They do.
No, I know that, but yeah.
But then that's what I want my next job. I want that same effect. I want them to come up to me and be like, hey, so and so doing that, so and so.
Yeah,
you already know who's screwing who.
They won't
Whatever's
do that.
going on.
Well, but see, it's different though because it's not for that you'll lose the job if you don't know all the little things all the little quirks that are going on at that job.
Mike.
But in the Navy, if people don't give you hints about what not to do or who to watch out for, then you'll get like not corporal punishment, but you'll get like punished for making a mistake. Whereas to the other job, you might just get fired.
It's too complicated. Right now, we've been going on for 2 minutes.
I'm not
That's
even
why
listening to
I
him.
don't even want to work now. I'm like, forget it. I don't even want to work.
I think you didn't want to work before here,
I'll
though.
just
He didn't talk you out of the job.
Maybe I just podcast so people could just send me money. Like, I
Yeah,
just
you
tell
can
them what
do
my
that.
bills like. I just need $35 this month.
Yeah,
What we got? We got $29. We got $6 to go. That's it.
you can do that.
Yeah, that's what. People call in with their problems, like $2 a problem.
$2 a problem.
Robert said I could be a Walmart greeter. I don't even think I could be
Nah,
that.
you're not old enough for that. You gotta be old and you gotta be like retired.
And
They
have
had
one
a
eye.
young guy it was a young guy. He was Hispanic. I would say he was about 50 something, but he was asking you questions as you came through the door.
50 something is
Yeah,
young?
he was young. Yeah, 50
Are you
something.
sure he
young.
wasn't just trying to get in your pants?
No, he wasn't trying to get in my pants. But he was reading my shirt, and then he was asking me questions. And I was just like, dude, that's why they need old people. Just old people, just, stick to the script. Welcome to Walmart.
I don't know, but whenever I read some girl's shirt, it's just because I want a bigger reason to just acknowledge that she has boobs.
He's
Well,
a
most
pervert,
girls
though.
have boobs. I mean,
Not
I'm
all
going
of
to say
them.
all girls have boobs. Yep, they do.
No.
Some type of boobs. So I'm going to say just reading the shirt helps you with that.
No, it doesn't. I was making a joke.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Taking it too literal there.
Oh,
I actually have a question from Twitch chat.
oh,
Oh, what's going on in the Twitch right world?
Do you actually wanted to know what you did in the Navy?
what did I do in the Navy? And we'll
She
get
did
to
the-
my questions.
She did the
I was in-
pussiest job.
I did? What
Yeah,
job did I do?
recruiting.
Oh, I didn't do that the whole time because you can't come in the Navy doing that. I was a navigator. I was an operations specialist.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. So I did that for 16 years, and then I did recruiting for
Wow.
What, you did what?
Awesome.
Navigating?
OS, operations specialist. I did a lot of things. Like when I went overseas, I was MoveCom. I did like the voice of MoveCom, like people transportation, talking to them on the radio.
Where'd you go overseas?
Afghanistan, Kabul. And then I went to Djibouti, Africa. I've been
Djibouti?
Djibouti.
I like it. You know
Seen
where I'm
dead
going
people?
to Africa? Djibouti.
Did you ever have to shoot anybody?
That's like a
Did I have
a
to
hit
shoot
line or
anything?
something.
Yeah, anybody?
No. If we got bored of just shooting people, we just shoved dope in their arms
You just shoved
of
dope in
ourselves.
there? Yeah, that is where all the dope comes from.
Yeah, that's what we were doing. Opium.
Did you know
I don't
about that? Did you have anything to do with that?
Just what?
That whole bringing drugs over here,
Oh
heroin
my
from
god.
over here?
No, I
Just-
didn't.
Well, I mean, it did happen.
What are you
the-
drinking on to be assuming these
Water.
questions you're asking?
I don't know, because...
Somebody should start a fetish with a feet website. Robert, I'm
What?
gonna let you see my
No.
feet next time I
Fat
see you out
feet?
there. I'll actually some people like feet. They do.
A lot of people like feet.
They
actually.
do.
Yeah,
They
it's
do.
weird.
Actually, they had a guy on that was into feet, and then he was into feet but grossed out by feet at the same time. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was weird.
He said girls what feet?
He loves feet,
Oh.
but at the same time they make him sick because he's grossed out because he's seen some nasty feet.
Oh.
Yeah, I think wasn't he talking about how he almost threw up?
And he wore a thong.
On the show?
I don't
Here?
know.
Oh.
I think it's just in general.
He showed us a thong that he bought.
Oh,
Oh.
it was
Yeah.
what was his name? I can't think of his name.
He was a cool guy. He was just weird a little bit.
I can't think. He was like episode like 14 or 15.
Oh.
You didn't watch the Mr. Thickness contest right now?
No.
Oh, he was one of the contestants on that. I think his name's Julio.
Oh.
He doesn't.
Oh, he do. Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a while.
But yeah, he does more Dallas. He was at Dallas.
He's the kind of Dallas comic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause I used to see him at the Improv every so often, but I haven't seen him lately.
Oh, somebody said TMI. Moving on to
TMI. There's no such thing as TMI on this podcast. We talk about whatever.
TMI.
Have you ever like been heckled or anything like that?
No, I've
No?
never bombed on stage yet. I actually got drunk. I knock on wood because I've never. No, name it.
I
Name it.
think I've heard you come
No.
out. Yeah, because you're like, oh, there's nobody in there. There's nobody for you to fuck
Oh, I
around
won't
with.
go. I won't go on there. But like the last Thursday, I didn't go. And I'm not bragging and saying I haven't bombed, but I just haven't had a shitty night. That's all I'm just saying. I've never. But one night I had too much to drink and I kind of slurred my words too much on the contest. But that was the only one. But I haven't had a shitty night so far. And I don't want one. No, I don't want one.
You should.
No.
You need to feel one every once in a while.
No.
You gotta
I've
bomb.
seen it. I've seen it and
No,
felt
no,
really bad.
seeing
but no.
Seeing it is not the same as actually
No,
bombing.
that's bad. Like, no.
You gotta bomb.
No.
I think so.
No,
Yeah.
I thank God, knock on wood, so far, I've not had a bad night.
You know why you need a bomb? Because you need to experience that. Because when you do finally bomb, you're gonna even feel even worse because you're gonna be like, I've never done that before.
No, I know. There's gonna be a time where you're gonna be bombed. I mean, I've told a joke and I didn't get as many laughs as I wanted to get. But
Did you
at
get
the
mad
same
about
time,
Ooh, I didn't get as many laughs.
I think I would get mad if I had like a good joke.
but I'm saying, but that's the thing is that I feel like that's an ability that I have that I'm able to pick it up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, let me rearrange that because it's not a written script. So it's like, oh, okay, you didn't laugh at that. Let me add to it. You know. So, but that's just one of the things I have now. Not that I'm saying when I start writing that it won't happen or whatever the case may be, but I don't even know how far I'm going to even go with this comment thing. I just like talking, and I haven't figured out what I want to do in life. So it's not like something like, oh, I'm going to be heartbroken or whatever. But I've seen a lot of people bomb, and like, where you're just like, but they know where they did wrong, where they went wrong.
Yeah.
Your eyes
I've
get
had
real
that a lot
big.
too. Yeah, they do get
My
kinda
eyes,
big.
I have big eyes. I do.
They're cool. Like you go from like this is me normal and then wham,
Yeah, I
smack
do.
you in the face with my white.
I do. I have big eyes.
That's awesome.
I get them from my sister Lynn.
You get it from your sister. Shouldn't you get
She
that from your
didn't
parents?
have you.
No, I think she stretched them out when I was little.
Oh,
She sit on top of you.
Rob Banks, how do you like that? I don't know why your sister sounded like that, but you know.
Oh, Robert said I was still good. It was like a drunk show. What's that? Like, no, I was disappointed in that show.
He sounds jealous. He is jealous. Not he.
Yeah. No. I
You're
don't know.
jealous.
I don't know.
We were just
I
talking
might
about
be
the
jealous. Who
bombs.
cares?
Huh?
I
What
bomb
did I miss?
probably like twice, 3 times a month, but you know I still have a great time doing it, and I always think it's funny.
It
when
did
I
flash,
bomb.
right?
What?
Is it taking
But
pictures
yeah,
of us?
that's what I'm saying. As long as you can get on stage and like what you do, and that's the thing is, like for my humor, it's not for the audience. It's for people who understand me. Like, I mean, there's no shame in it. So if somebody could be like, yeah, because after the show, I always wouldn't be like, oh my God, I can't believe you talked about this or whatever the case may be. And that's what my humor, for me, is for things that need to be talked about. Like, mine is mostly talking about the vagina, but we don't realize how much maintenance we put on a vagina. And like a guy expect to get it the first night. Well, you done paid on it since you were 13. Pads, doctor's appointments, anything. Like, that's us. And like, you know, and that's the thing. I remember there used to be a saying that was like, you know, why buy the cow when you could get the milk for free?
Yeah.
And so it's like, and then there was a saying, don't cry over spilled milk or whatever. Yeah, you should cry over some spilled milk. You know, if you can get it, then you should be blessed to get it. Because like, vagina's not cheap. Not that I'm saying that, you know, penis isn't. But there's a lot of work that goes into a woman.
She's like,
It is. There's a
Just
lot
mine.
of work.
She was talking about mine
There's a
only.
lot of work.
We
I mean,
know
because
yours
it's like-
isn't work.
But I'm just saying that like a guy has to worry about that. But
I gotta
we come with like
trim.
self-consciousness or whatever. Like a female
gotta
goes
color.
through so much, and not that I'm saying guys don't. But there's so much expectations on
The maintenance
females.
is high on females.
It is. We
Now,
got hair,
I
we
agree.
got
Now, okay,
bras,
I know
we
that's
got panties.
that's a society thing, right? I know it's
No,
a society thing.
That's a person. I wouldn't even say it's society.
No, I'm saying like, what makes you feel like you have to put so much pressure on?
But it starts so early. That starts in like.
But where did it start from?
It starts everywhere.
No,
like when you're.
where does it come from?
It comes from books. It comes from TV.
Society.
It comes from all of it society.
All
But
right.
you can't get around from
now that we both established it comes from society. Now, who is pushing it more though? Who's pushing it more about the worry about it? Is it more females or is it more males that are pushing towards pushing towards how much you care about your vagina?
It's not. It's a self-conscious thing. When you go to stores and you see a whole rack of vagina products, you don't see anything for penises.
Not if you're in the toy area.
That's right. Someone accidentally leave it
I'm not
over
talking
there.
about it.
Oh.
But
no.
you know
Because
what?
you'll probably see them there too.
All right.
No, but you do see that.
let's
Even
talk about-
Barbie dolls
okay.
have boobs.
But let's
you know
talk
what I mean?
about-
You don't see, like, at 12 years old, you're playing Barbie, and she has boobs, and you don't have boobs.
I'm in the
you know
boy
what I mean?
toy
Well, I
area.
mean, they make her a grown woman, so.
Right, but
But
then
if
why
they-
are we playing with grown women? No, they have baby dolls, too. So, like, there's things that, like, I feel like we just should slow down. I feel like for myself, like, my mom and dad slowed me down at a young age. Like, I mean, and plus, like, I do believe my hair wasn't up to par
Wait,
when
what
I
do
was
you mean?
little.
What
We
do you
didn't
mean
have
by they
running
slowed
water.
you down?
Like, I wasn't a fast kid. Like, I didn't get boobs until I was, like, 12, 13, that they start, like, no, I was 11.
I think that's puberty.
No. But then there's 8-year-olds that have boobs now. There's
You are chicking out 8-year-olds. You should be ashamed of yourself.
No, but there
Yeah,
are
that's
people.
pretty weird. I don't
People's
think there's
puberty kick in
My
at different
son
ages
is 8,
now.
and I don't think there's anybody in his
Well,
class
now
that
there's a
boobs.
lot more hormones than there used to be.
Yeah, they do say that. But then there's also
I think
knowledge
it's
that
true.
comes with that. I feel like when you have a healthy kid, they gotta have, like, when you go to Walmart, they're not the same size as a small kid with a healthy size or whatever. Sometimes you gotta move into, like,
There's a
adult
lot
clothing.
of fat kids now.
Well, there are fat kids, but then they don't make clothes for that unless they're more expensive. So, like, if you can't afford it, so now you gotta dress them in adult clothing
'Cause
or
they're
whatever
fat?
case may be, and then you feel a certain way with that. And that's good skinny kids too. Like, I mean, that's with any size kid. That's just society
too
with
tall?
kids. Well, everybody has their own childhood to work through. Like, everybody's childhood is not gonna be the same. I feel like I had a rough childhood, but I handled it well. You know?
You were poor growing up?
I wouldn't say I grew up country, so like
You keep saying that. What does that mean? Can you describe country?
Country's not
like
really.
we had a chicken coop. Went
Oh,
too far
that's
from our house.
awesome. Oh, I thought you meant it was in your backyard. Like
It
that.
was in our backyard.
Okay.
Like, it was feet. It wasn't like.
And that was your chicken.
But
coop.
okay,
It
but
was
how
chicken coop.
Did you have the
that's-
names for
But
the
then it
chickens?
was like, okay, so let me tell you a little bit about me growing up.
Okay.
And so we
That's
had,
what we
like,
wanna
I feel
hear.
like I had, like, stuffed and chicken mess or dog mess every day when I walked to school. And
Like,
I don't
on
know if you
purpose?
ever got, no, it was just in my shoe.
Hey,
I don't know how
sometimes
I
you
got
do it on
that.
purpose. When
No.
you're a kid, you're a nasty kid. No,
No,
okay.
I never did.
That was
Here's
just me.
here's what I want to know. What was always in your refrigerator that you knew was always there, but you did not want to eat it?
His was beans.
I do
Don't
have
tell
to say
her yet.
commodity cheese.
Commodity cheese.
Like government
Commodity
processed cheese?
Yeah.
We
Well,
used to get
government
that.
issued.
Yeah, we used to get that.
Yeah.
Government issued cheese.
That was always, well, we didn't get it. We would always buy it off of people for like $2, whatever. But that was always in our refrigerator. And then it had hardened up at the end of that
Yeah.
plastic.
Yeah.
And then you
Delicious.
couldn't slice it right because it was
No,
like
you'd
so
have to
thick.
you'd have to warm it up. still.
That's the kind of cheese that I
have
would
to warm
always
it up
make.
before
I
you
would always
slice
make
it.
it into nachos.
I don't even know how you got to milk. Like, now it'd be popping.
No, you put it in a
Milk.
pan and you add milk.
Yeah, you add
stir,
milk.
Stir it. Otherwise, it's either
Yeah.
that or nothing. Yeah, because at our house,
Oh, go ahead.
at our house, we always had only rice and beans, for the most part, and eggs,
We lived by the Mississippi River, so
and a ton
We-
of Cheerios.
we'd eat fish a lot,
Oh, I hate eating fish.
and we weren't supposed to eat it.
Fish is so bad. Yeah, we would go fishing every weekend, and we'd
But
eat
that
that
was,
fish.
yeah, that was the best.
But
We
you're
had
not
ponds.
supposed to eat that fish.
Well, I don't know about y'all's, but we could eat our fish.
No, our fish was toxic, but we still ate it.
Like,
It didn't have
Technically,
3
I didn't know
eyes
about
though.
that. I wish I had more water.
look, we're
What's
talking
going on
about
in your people
water. They were just talking about water, but running water and all that stuff. But I mean, it wouldn't have to be growing up poor. You came up. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's just like, I don't even think it's poor. Like, I grew up
It really
where I
got-
have stories now.
You had what you needed. You weren't hungry.
No, for sure. We didn't have it. But my dad, that's one of the things that now I look back at my dad and what he was trying to instill us. Because, like, you go home and you're like, oh, they're making fun of us or whatever. And my dad was like, you tell them that that's money. It's like, oh, we
Is that your dad voice?
Yeah. Tell them it's money.
Did you have both your parents at home?
Both parents.
Oh, you lucky.
Yeah, both parents. I always talk about, twice the whoopings. But yeah, my
Really?
mom was a good dad. My mom
Twice
was a
the
good mom.
whoopings? They wouldn't take they wouldn't be
No,
like...
my mom was like the hype man, and she's like, when your daddy get home.
Oh, damn.
when your daddy get home. And then you just got to imagine how that phone goes like,
Whoop
your daddy's
that
outside.
trick.
Yeah.
Whoop that trick.
It's like, when you get in there.
She's singing whoop.
No, she had to get him ready. And then, you have to start bringing up, because you got to get him ready. Because you're like, yeah, remember, I've been telling y'all. And you got to go bail back for your daddy.
Here comes daddy.
I've been telling him all week.
Oh, he wasn't home
I'm tired
all week?
of telling y'all.
Oh,
when you get a whooping,
you.
nigga.
That's interesting. So you said that you're not sure how far you want to do with comedy, but you're going to keep doing it?
How long?
Like, as far as comedy goes, like...
Yeah, I mean, because it's just... Like, right now, it's just convenient for me. Like, on Thursday nights, on Tuesday nights, that you're going to go and do it. So, I do it just for convenience. I get up to do it to get off my couch, to get out to vent about what's going on in my life. And what I want to talk about. And just this network. I like to, like, stand out there and wait for comics. Like, you're out there talking or whatever, and people... Yeah, I like that.
Just hang
That's
out,
cool.
Whatever.
I'm all about venting.
It's a small amount of friend time. That's it. And that's what I like. Like, nobody, like, follows you home. Nobody calls you. You just get back on Thursday.
It's just enough friend time.
It's enough doses.
Not too much.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't
it's just
text
enough
me.
Doses. Like, yeah.
Don't text me.
That's
don't
it. Nobody
me.
texts and be like,
I
hey,
am not going to meet you here for lunch.
That's the only time that we see each other and talk is that little thing. So you better get it out.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I take it you're not...
That's the best explanation of comedy I've heard so far.
I take it you're not a brunch person?
No, I'm not social. It's not that I'm not social. I just don't want a friend. Like, on Facebook, you can like, a post, or whatever the case may be. You can listen to people vent. But I'm not good at in-the-face friend. Like, I don't want that. I don't want somebody knocking on the door and be like, what you doing? I don't want that.
What?
Mm-mm.
I love that.
No, I don't like that.
I love like actual face-to-face interaction compared to...
I get that. I get that on Tuesday and Thursdays.
So,
I get that now.
So are you saying you don't have...
Not too much though, right?
You don't have anybody who you're like completely open and full mutual self-disclosure person that you can talk to about anything
on Facebook
besides Jesus.
You have a best friend.
Okay. No, I don't believe in best friends.
No
on
personal
Facebook?
friend?
No, I don't want a
No,
friend.
you said on Facebook.
Yeah, on Facebook.
You guys just type each other?
No, nobody even calls me. I'm nobody's friend, so nobody depends on me for nothing. Nobody calls me and tells me like, "Oh my God, I'm thinking about nothing."
That's a good.
Well,
feeling.
yes,
that's the
is
best
it
feeling.
because they don't want to, or is it because you don't allow them to?
Because I'm a horrible friend. I don't care.
Yeah, if somebody tells me, "Oh, this and this," and I'm
I
like,
got
"Stop
enough crap in
bitching."
my life. I got enough crap. I got my own.
But that's
so
what I'm
it's
saying,
cool.
though. That's what I'm saying. You don't have somebody who you can.
Oh, I
talk
have plenty of times. I mean, when I get on stage, that's what my vent is. Right now, look at that.
No, but that's not full on vent. You
But
can't
she has
go.
family. That's right.
You can't
I
go
have
up
family.
there.
I talk to Sheena like not very often anymore, but I talk to my mom. I talk to my brother.
Oh, so it's mostly family that you.
Most
do
of family,
stuff
like, because there's nothing going on. I don't have a social life where I could be like, girl, what? So I got a baby daddy. I got a son. I talk to them once or twice a day.
You're close to family then?
Yeah, I'm close to,
That's
my
awesome.
circle is very small. My circle's a dot. I wouldn't even say I have a circle. I have a very dot in my life.
Yeah, I'm more family oriented too. I have like 2 friends.
That's what I was wondering, but I was thinking like anybody, and then you just said family, so yeah, family.
I don't need much. Cactus over here.
Except a lot of
Cactus.
vagina upkeep.
That's
that's
done now. When it gets this old, it don't
It's
need
done?
too much. I do, but I'm in what is it?
The hair stops growing.
Yeah, well, no, that's not true. I wish.
See, I don't know anything about the vagina like that. So
Yeah,
at what
that's
age does that happen?
So I'm just saying that, like,
You're
more.
gonna know soon. I mean,
Yeah.
No,
baby
I'm-
mom's gonna
I'm
get
a-
there.
It's
I'm a
different.
virgin.
I think
That's
I'm
what
going
I'm
through it right now at like 39. So I'm just saying that it's different for everybody.
Well, I mean, it's not saying.
Use it, you
I
lose it.
I hope that you keep going forward in comedy. I don't want you to quit. You're a very funny person. I love watching you on stage. You're actually one of the funniest people that when I first started coming up with comedy that I like to watch.
I I think I'm funnier. I feel like I'm funny on open mics than I am then.
Would you consider yourself somewhat like a shock comic?
No.
No?
I wouldn't. I think I'm more reality than shock. I don't think it's. I think you might be shocked that's coming out of my mouth, but I think it's reality where it's like I have not said anything that's not true.
Yeah, but that's still a shock.
Oh, really?
No, I don't think it's shocked. I don't. To me, you guys. To me, it might be shocking to you where there's a girl talking about vagina, but I feel like we should talk about that more. I feel like there's nobody that's talking about real life. There's not anybody. We're talking about depression now. That's big. But there's not anybody talking about, like, you know, STDs. Like, that's one of the things that I want to leave out. And, like, I try to mention, like, every time. It's like nobody mentioned. I know the times I went to the clinic, I wasn't there by myself, you know? But people don't talk about it. Nobody ever comes back and says.
Wait, you went with a group of people to check your STD?
I think there is. I just don't think that
you had an orgy or something? Like, all right, guys, we all got it now. Let's go.
It's like, I'll meet you there.
I mean, I think there is people talking about it. We're just in our area. We don't get to see everybody in the USA.
But I don't think anybody. There was the Asian female that was on Netflix that did the HPV, and that was funny because it's a reality. Like, you know, if it's to me, it's like I'm tired of being embarrassed about life. You know,
why are you embarrassed about life?
No, but it's just some of the things that you're embarrassed of. You know, if
like
you're
what?
in debt.
See, I like to talk about masturbation a lot more than anybody.
Well, no, being single. Like, I feel like everybody has a respect for single. Like, that's what I was talking about, adding masturbation into single. Like, I like this little joke about, like, because, like, when you go to a movie theater and somebody wants to touch on their girl or whatever case may be, that's a couple. You're touching on yourself? If you want to touch on yourself, that's your business. Like, but it's not. That's sick. That's sick.
Are you doing it with the popcorn,
too?
because
you're doing it in the public area, and you talk
They're
about,
doing sexual stuff in the public area.
About being a germaphobe,
but that's romantic.
But yet you're okay with people whacking off in the movie theater.
I'm a germaphobe because I stay at home. So when I go to, even at work, when I'm at work, it's just people know it. Like, if somebody was digging in a bag of chips, that's not usually how I follow them.
So,
I bring my own bag of chips.
So in other words, it's like
let me get some of those your fingered oil bag of chips.
You can masturbate in the movie theater because I'm never gonna go to the movie theater, so I don't care what you do while you're at the movie theater. And the rest of us are all like, wait, don't listen to her. I want to go to the movie theater.
I'm saying the couples, they got the title, they can do whatever they want to do if you're doing it with somebody else. But if you want to do it by yourself, then that's like, forbidden.
Do it at home.
You know? Do it at home. We don't tell couples to do it at home.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't. They don't. You might
when
say,
get
a room, but it's cute to you. Like, get a room, but you don't tell. You be like, call the police. She doing it again. She's doing it
again.
What do you mean though? That's why security comes out and takes them out. You know, I went to go see a movie one time. It was me and my ex-girlfriend, and it was only me and her in the theater. It's not, nobody wanted to see the movie, so who cares? But
what movie was it?
I don't even remember. That's how bad it was. I think we started messing around.
Oh.
But the security guard kept coming in and checking in on us like every 5 minutes. It was really annoying.
Was that her ex-boyfriend?
No.
I
don't think so.
It was like, you dating her now. Okay. That's how she got to bring
the flashlight.
Yeah.
Keep it down over there.
It's like, yes, we're still watching the movie. Leave us alone.
You had no pants on.
No, but I'm just saying
that,
like,
cheeks were all stuck to the leather.
If you ever notice, there's so much respect now because nobody's called ugly anymore. We have so many sensitivity names for our life, and it's real. Like, I mean, I had to grow up. I was a stink kid, and like I was musty.
Stink kid.
Stink kid.
I was
musty.
You were the smelly kid in class.
Huh?
You were the smelly kid in class.
Since my brother was on here, what they would do, they would go to school before I did, and they would actually, the deodorant, wherever they use it or put it or whatever, I could never find it. So
you would share their deodorant?
Wait, how old were you that you needed deodorant? I didn't start putting on deodorant till high school.
You know women deodorant is stronger than men deodorant?
It is.
Yeah. No. What do you mean? What time was it? I was like in 5th or 6th grade putting on deodorant. I was in high school, yeah.
I don't wear deodorant.
Hey, he doesn't wear deodorant now.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Too many
believe
chemicals. Too many chemicals.
I think he just uses baby powder or something. No, what do you use?
No, but lime, lemon. You can put a lot of things on your
baking soda. Baking soda.
Baking soda. But then, no, we were using deodorant. That's what I said. I had to use deodorant.
How hot was it that you're constantly sweating?
We played sport. You didn't play sports at school?
No.
Okay, we played sports.
We couldn't afford it.
Yeah. No, it was free. Country, you had to play.
Really?
To make a team in a small... Yeah.
Oh, like outdoor, like friends?
Are you kidding me? My mom would be like, get your ass home as soon as you're done from school.
No, you played in school. Like, you know, you went to school. And then I was hoping that if anybody's listening from Bowling, I was gonna tell I used to put her shirt in the bathroom when I got to school. I would always put her shirt in the toilet.
Why?
I don't know.
As a kid?
But I was gonna admit to it here. I was like,
wait, you did that to your sister?
No, it was a schoolmate.
You're mean.
Kinder.
You were in kindergarten?
No, I was looking for.
Kinder was her name.
I'm not. No. Anyways, anybody's shirt that ended up in the bathroom when I was in elementary, that was me. I would always put their clothes when they were in gyms because I was always late for school. I had to walk to school.
So that justifies why you put people's shirts on the toilet because you were late.
See, they using potatoes. Obamacare came out. Everybody could go get STD checked. Huh?
No, we had a potato. What does that mean? I'm sorry, I'm touching your phone. Is that okay?
You're fine. Yeah,
I got a lot
of germs. You put potatoes. You could put like
I don't
lime.
shower.
Oh, they're still talking about the armpit
thing. Potato for deodorant?
But that doesn't work because I tried that. My grandpa told me to put some potato and I was mustier.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it would work.
No, the starches in the potatoes. It did.
Really?
Yeah.
But you just said you were mustier. It didn't work.
Yeah, I think you got it. I think it's a concept. You probably have to put it on when you're extra dry, and then you probably have to like.
Oh, you're already stinky. You're rubbing potato.
No, it was pretty bad. It was country. They come up with all that stuff, which is lies.
It is lies.
It does. But yeah, there's a lot of things that like when you're a kid, you do a lot of weird things. I'm pretty sure if I was tested back then.
I agree.
I did a lot of weird
things.
I
peed on myself one time, and I put water on myself. So that it looked like I peed a lot.
That's not weird.
And I'd be like, I didn't have a small accident. I had a big accident.
But that's not really weird.
Lots of water just to show you didn't pee.
And they're like, wait, what?
Yeah, I did. I wrote on the bathroom wall once, and I misspelled like a lot of the cuss words that I was doing. I put like fuck with a H.
You know, people probably would think you're ahead of the curve because people write cuss words
I
now.
wasn't writing
people write words now, they're not even correct. They just do it.
I
like,
used my spelling
words.
words. My teacher, Miss Tron, she was like, I know you did it, but I never admitted that I did it. But I admitted later and on Facebook that I did it. But she was like, I know.
And she was watching?
It seems like you're kind of a mischievous child.
I was. I think that I was a third
That's
child,
good,
so I think I was neglected. I wouldn't say
good.
that I was mischievous. I was neglected.
It's like showing that you're creative, though, when you're mischief like that, or mistreated.
But I think everything when you come from a small town, we had to walk for some odd reason. I had to walk to school.
Yeah.
So by the time I got to school, everybody was in gym class. So I did. I put I would just put their shirts in the toilet.
Just cause.
I don't know, just because. Like,
you're
I
just
got
like
that,
fuck them.
And then I
have to walk.
Would you at least find the dirtiest toilet to make it worth it?
No, no, I wouldn't. It was just like, but then I used to go in there and cheat out of the book and get the answers for the class. And then I would be like, hey, I got the answers. But I used to pay, like the kids, I would always have candy to play. It was like, I'll eat your vegetables to play with me. I would,
Oh, you were seeking attention.
I wouldn't say seeking attention. I wanted people to play with me. I wouldn't.
That sounds like seeking attention.
I was just trying to be a kid.
Oh,
but it was always weird.
To be a kid.
Like, I remember I had a rat in my desk. Like in
your desk?
Yes. I was, the second, it was a rat in the bottom of my desk. Like, out of all the desks that rat could have been in.
I bet you they're like, this is what she gets putting our shirts in the toilet. We're going to put a rat in her desk. All the kids probably colluded against you.
The rat had babies in my...
Wait, it was alive?
Yeah, it was a rat had...
So you had your own pet?
That makes you special.
No, that just made me even more stinkier.
No, you had your own pet in school.
Stinky Rawbanks wins again.
That was Rank Banks.
Rank Banks.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, that's true. Third childs are always in that world. That was us. Yeah, the rat in my desk.
You're the
was
third
horrible.
child? You're the smallest?
Wait.
No, it's like 12 of us.
How do you have a mouse and a rat in your desk?
There was a rat in school, but the rat got in my desk and had babies.
But what kind of desk do you have? Because the
know,
kind of desk that we have
no,
were the ones
desk,
like...
No, they were at the bottom, and they had to and I would always just shove paper down there and not do it. So then the rat got down there and had babies. But then everybody just made fun of me for that too, because they act like the rat came from my house.
Wait, you mean the teacher? No. You mean the teacher never tried to get rid of the rat?
The school, the rats it was a country. Like, it's country. Like, you're gonna have like rats somewhere. Like, they did get ratted. I don't know. Apparently there was a rat in my desk, and that was just more stuff the kids made fun of me.
It's like
That's awesome.
like the school has rats, so one day they just come in and there's a bunch of cats everywhere. Now we have a bunch of cats everywhere to get rid of the rats.
To get rid of the rats.
What goddamn? What kind of school is happening
Small
over here?
school. Any countries out there in Facebook land? Any questions?
Well,
But they know, like, that's the thing, is like Bowley and Okima and all this stuff, like, people would relate because that's where you're from. Like, people can relate, like, yeah.
Are they any
But-
more like?
So they're all
up there?
saying, "Yeah, I got the rat too."
No.
Oh.
I think I just had bad luck as a kid. Like I had
That's
short
good
hair.
luck. You
No,
have
I had
you have
short hair.
family
I was
happening
not-
under your chair.
I did not. No, none of the kids. I remember like when the lights used to go out in our school or whatever. There'd be like somebody get their butt touched, whatever. But I never got my butt touched.
You're like putting your butt out. You're like putting your butt out.
Please.
Anybody?
I was touching my own butt. I was like, I'll touch my butt. Like I was like, no.
Did y'all see?
Well, why didn't you become the molester instead? Why didn't you start
No,
grabbing other
nobody.
people's
I
butts?
remember one time. I remember. I don't know if it was Toady telling Cepedo. I don't know who it was like. He was
Who
like,
are
hey,
these
I
people?
think my classmates.
Oh,
and when I
okay.
was telling the one boy, he was like, hey, Rhonda likes you, and he got all mad. He was like, I'll beat you up and her up.
Holy
like,
shit.
you know?
But you're a girl.
But you know, I was that girl that you didn't want to like. I mean, I
Oh,
did.
sorry.
I liked hard.
You were the
I
not
like-
cool kid.
I did have a big brother who made fun of me too. My big brother was saying that he was there, but I was bald headed. Like I had really short hair when I was little, and so it was like my brother would make fun of me at home, but he would tell other kids to make fun of me. My brother had a song. It was called ABC Applejack. Rhonda don't have no hair in the back.
That's very creative.
Very creative and
Yeah.
very depressing.
Yeah.
Like
Favorite cereal?
yeah, it was yeah. So my brother and my older brother would call me Skunk at school. And yeah,
Skunk.
you know how like kids just ABC Applejack lasted a while.
It's funny
And then
because
some
you're like, you know how
bald-headed
just
hoes came
kids,
out.
and it's just like you're acting like it's kids that aren't that don't that are just their classmates. It's your own family. You would go home and they still give you that shit.
You said there's 12 in your family,
Yeah, there's
and they
12.
were all the class.
No, my dad had some litters or whatever, and we're the last litter.
Really?
And he had some singles. My brother Tim just popped up. My brother Tim's the oldest. But yeah, so there's a lot of us. But that's what made us stronger. I guess being made fun of at school and then make fun of at home or whatever. Because my
that
my
makes you
brother
stronger.
Bay was brutal. Like
you guys
I would
ever
have to say,
fight
like he
at
was the
home?
worst. Yeah, we fought. Yeah, we fought at home.
Come to fisticuffs.
How many?
I mean, I don't think we went battle to battle. I mean, my dad would.
This guy right here
Stop it.
and my other younger brother used to go at it when they were kids. They would just go at it
yeah.
like violent, like using
Like
weapons.
shovels and
No.
My youngest brother, I pissed him off one time. He pulled out a butter knife on me. And I just laughed
I had
at
a
him.
shovel to the back of the head. I had to go to the
Oh, and
hospital.
a hammer to the nose.
Yeah, must
Oh,
have
a
had
hammer to the
insurance.
nose. No, we didn't have.
Oh.
No.
We weren't trying to wreck no
That's
wheels.
why one time when I got into a car accident, I got hit by a truck on a bike. My mom was she didn't give a damn about whether or not I was okay. She was pissed off. She was just mad the fact that I'm in the hospital. She's gonna have to pay for it.
Oh, at least she paid for
Like,
it.
Mom, I just got hit by a
I don't
truck.
think she paid for it.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think so either.
Just kidding.
We just moved.
Yeah, we gave that no insurance lecture. My dad was like, look, wasn't nobody trying to get hurt like for no insurance. If you didn't have insurance, you played a different game.
See, I think that's what we were like just whatever because we didn't have it then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Oh no, my dad was. I have to say that my dad. I told the N-word story, the other day on the mic, and I thought it was really good. I thought
What's
it was really
the
fun.
N-word story?
Well, see, when I was little, I was like, we grew up in an all-black town. Bully was all black when I was little, and my dad, every time we went, it was always the N-word. My dad would always use the N-word everywhere. He was like, oh, that N-word, that N-word, anyway. Everybody was the N-word. So one time, this white dude came to our store, and all of a sudden, he just, I don't know why he even asked me, but he like bent down, and my parents didn't even like him, like, because he was the milkman for us, and my mom was like, oh, he's giving sour milk. His name was Tony. And then Tony came down.
A legit milkman?
It was still in the gallon, dude. It wasn't like he left it outside. Like, it was legit. We had a store, so he was just bringing the milk.
Oh, okay.
So,
So
one
that's what
day,
you meant.
the guy, he asked me, he said, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? In my eyes, I answered the question as good as I could, because I looked back on, like, everybody
Oh,
that,
yeah, I
like...
remember this.
Your
I
dad
was
talks
like,
about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I want to be an N-word. And I
like
could
it.
see the white dude looked at me and he got ghost. He was like, bye. He left.
He didn't
And
say
then
anything?
my dad was over there. He was like, oh, okay. I always wanted to work an N-word's ass. Come on over here. Like, he was pissed. Like, the whole, like, yeah. He was
He
really
didn't say
disappointed.
one word to you. He just walked out.
No, yeah, the white dude was scared. Like,
He
that
didn't-
word right there, we're talking about that
Here's some milk
80s.
for the rats. and
No,
left.
yeah, he was like 80s. Like, we're just like, that
Rats.
N-word was nothing to be played with back then. Like, he jumped up out of it. He was like,
Oh,
bye.
it was the 80s.
Yeah. And then
But it's
like,
because
this.
you only saw that your dad would say that.
No,
and
my
you were
dad
over there.
used it all the time.
That's
And
what
I
I'm
was
saying,
always
though,
with
he
my dad. Like, we were just talking about on the mic, I was telling us, like, we didn't have a babysitter. We stayed in the car, or maybe we were at my cousin Thelma's houses, or whatever the case may be. But we never, like, you didn't have a daycare. So you grew up with grown folks. Like,
Why
you
stay
know?
in the car?
What? Like, you didn't stay in the car?
My mom never took us anywhere.
Oh, yeah. My dad took us anywhere.
No, we
stayed in
stayed
the
at
car.
home. We stayed at home.
Yeah, she would go
We stayed in the
shopping
car.
and we'd be like, "Where's mom?"
We
No,
come
but
home
yeah,
like
I
nobody's
did-
here.
I told that joke on stage about my dad and about just staying in the car. I was like, I was always with my dad, but after that, like, you know, everybody was like, hey, man, she probably spending too much time with you, you know? So I started, like, staying at people's houses after that. Oh, my cousin said you remember that. Yeah, because my dad told that story to so many people because he wanted to whip my ass every time he retold it. He was like, yeah, she told that white dude she was an N-word, you know, blah, blah, blah.
But it was his fault. You're only seeing by what
yeah,
he
but
saw.
you don't-
Oh, it's never his fault.
Never his
It's
fault.
never his
Yeah,
fault.
a real daddy's
Did
day.
he,
Never your
I'm
fault.
pretty
It's
sure
like-
he never changed his way of thinking about that. Like maybe the things that I say are having an impression on my children, and I should reevaluate how I.
No.
think.
You're looking
Never.
way too into it because it's not his fault.
It's not. It wasn't.
Well,
It was just. I should have stayed in the car. I shouldn't have even answered that. I
You
should have had bigger.
yeah, he's a stranger. You don't talk to him.
That's right. Like, why am I telling him?
He's a
He should have
milkman.
been asking me what
You
I
should
want.
have said, "Give me the milk, white man, and get out of here."
Yeah, the truck was the daycare. That's why I was telling people, you stay in the car. Like, you
Oh,
stay in the car,
man.
and nobody moved the car, or whatever the case may be. Everybody was in the car.
Well, see,
There was no air conditioning.
you say-
Nobody was burning up in the car. No car. You know, you just sit.
so now I'm seeing it. You say you didn't have friends, and now I see why. Because you say things like that to people who want to be your friends.
What did I say? Like what?
Hey, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Oh, no.
Like, I
Like,
can't
The
be friends
first
with her.
response is a weird one, and you scare off
that's the reason
everybody.
why I didn't. My dad scared the crap out of me so bad that day. I don't even use the
Oh.
N-word. That's why I always say N-word. When I told the joke on the mic, that's when I used the real word.
You looked around for your dad.
Right, because I'm telling you, it's some fear that your daddy, even though my dad's deceased now, but he put some fear, like rice and beans and
Deceased
sugar.
Deceased now.
Deceased.
What does
What-
that mean?
He's passed away.
Oh, deceased. I thought you said
No,
C-stand.
yeah, no, like he's deceased, but you know, like putting rice and
R.I.P.
beans. You know how kids used to put. My dad told me that if I ever put sugar on my beans, that he would whip my ass.
Who would put sugar on their beef? Why
Oh my
would you
God,
do that?
kids did that. Is it just black kids? I don't
Really?
know. It was just
Yeah.
black kids doing it.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, y'all are like the connoisseurs of beans.
Yeah, but
So you don't put-
I've never made a bean.
You have
I'm not
never had
eating
beans.
Oh, I've eaten plenty.
Yeah, put
But
sugar
I don't
on
cook
them.
them. I've never cooked
Well,
beans.
you do have rice and beans. Some people still put sugar on it, but my dad told me
No,
no. And to
why
this
would you do
day,
that with rice and
even putting
beans?
sugar in rice, like he told me never put sugar on my rice.
Oh, that's weird. Why would you do
No,
that?
It's our thing though. I don't know if we.
Why?
Is there
Our
anybody out there
thing?
but us
I've
putting?
never. All right, I'm gonna ask around. I've never heard of this.
I don't know. I think it has
Be like, hey
something-
man, Rob Banks told me about sugar in the rice and sugar in the
Everybody
beans.
put sugar. Is your people over there saying they put some sugar on the rice and beans?
They haven't said anything about it.
Oh no, yeah.
And then they're gonna be like, who's Rob Banks? Stinky
Somebody
Rob
said
Banks. You know
sugar.
Stinky
You
Rob
know,
Banks.
smelly belly.
Stinky Rob Banks from the bee.
It was.
What is that?
It was Red
ABC,
Banks, not-
Yankee Doodle.
Yeah, oh, Apple Jacks.
Applejack.
No hair in the back.
It was ABC Applejack. Get the song straight, man.
Well,
Because I
we
mean,
would've
my
heard
hair
it
grew
was.
back. My hair grew back. It was
Really
ABC
grew
Why were you
Applejack.
bald?
What are you talking?
Because you know how like girls cut off their hair, because like usually they cut the bangs, but my ass cut all the back of my hair off.
Oh.
Why did you cut your hair off?
I don't know.
Because you
It
know
was-
when you
get
a
bored.
kid and you cut your hair.
Well, actually, be funny. We were watching a scary movie, and I didn't want to watch it. And we were watching it was Christy the whatever that car movie.
Yeah,
So I was
Christina.
in the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, and I was like, oh, when I go out, I'm cutting my hair, and I was like, oh, they're gonna like laugh.
Uh-huh.
And then I sat down, and my brother Bay, who I've seen to must not had a life when I was little, he
Yeah.
was like, oh, and he went and told Mama, and Mama was like, oh, she whooped your ass. And then my grandma was there, and she was like, oh, it's punished enough that our hair is gonna be like that. But it never grew back. Like that was like in kindergarten when
How
I
did
cut
you
it,
get so
but my hair
close
didn't
to
grow
the
back until like
skull?
5th grade.
How
I
did-
don't know, because you sleep as a kid, you know, like you.
You didn't
like,
go back to the 5th
no,
grade.
my
Was your
hair
hair
did
just
not
stop
grow
growing?
back.
You're not- It's probably all that sugar in your rice and
Wow,
beans.
yeah.
It probably
that
was the
might-
sugar. It was just.
You
I
didn't
feel like
upkeep
you're
with
very
your vagina.
malnutrition when you're a kid.
I was skinny. I would say
Very
that I was skinny.
malnutrition. All you eat is
I
rice
was,
and beans and sugar.
The
which-
rats did it.
The rats did. The rats probably ate all the back of my hair off.
That's what they use
But
for
it
the
didn't
nest.
grow. It didn't
That's what
grow
they use for the nest.
in the back of the desk. That's true. They said used to make that joke in school.
I think you
like
would
little rat
secretly
nest
cut
hair.
it and put it in there.
I mean, I think you can figure out a way how to do the rat desk thing.
I don't
You
know.
can make a joke out of
Then
anything
you
almost.
said you're from the country. Why didn't they do any kind of remedy to make it?
I don't. And my hair just didn't grow that fast back then. I don't know.
There's
It was
no remedy
It was
for that?
fine. It was fine. We made it work.
Yeah,
we made it
did.
grow. It started to grow back.
You're one person.
You couldn't do the comb over, the old Trump comb
No,
over?
it tried to do, but it would lift up.
Yeah, I think that's one thing I never actually did. I never really cut my own hair. I had people cut my hair because apparently they're jealous, and they're like, "Oh, let me cut your hair." And apparently I was dumb enough to let them do it, even though I was only like 4. And my mom yells at me still.
Who cut your hair?
One of our cousins.
Which one?
I'm not sure which one.
Oh.
But they cut my hair because I guess I used to have really nice curly hair.
He had long hair.
And
He looked like a girl. Everybody thought he was a girl.
And I guess because I would get so much attention about my hair, my cousin got jealous. So she one day said, "I'm going to cut your hair," and she cut off my hair. And my mom said it never grew back again. Who?
But they were just still saying rice, beans, sugar, and butter is good.
That's gross.
See, I think y'all should try it.
I don't want to.
That's just telling me y'all don't have a black friend to check over their house because they eat that.
Well, I don't have any friends. So.
That's right.
Yeah. Probably.
I don't know.
So, I'm telling you that everybody eats rices and beans.
I don't
Okay,
think so.
what was the next question?
You can't say everybody, though, because it's not everybody.
Back in the day, people used to do that.
Yeah, but it's
People
still not
put
everybody.
sugar
But
on
it's still
greens or
not
anything.
everybody.
I'm speaking for my race. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I know sugar and grits is a thing, and I don't like that either.
So, yeah, people don't put, but you don't
Or
have
butter
to. You
and
have an
sugar.
option. People put
grits
sugar in a
general
lot of
are
things. You
gross.
can
I didn't know
put,
what grits were
I
until I was
like
like
grits.
20.
Grits are alright. I just
but
don't put
every
sugar in.
nationality has their own food. I mean, Oklahoma has theirs. Texas has theirs.
What do y'all eat over there?
In Oklahoma?
Like, because over here it's like a lot of, like right now, because over here it's like a lot of Tex-Mex crap.
Oh,
Yeah, so
no,
you guys have
Oklahoma's
Oklahoma.
not Tex-Mex. I mean, my mom, I'm going to
What?
just speak for my mom when we were little, we didn't have pizza, tacos, and all that stuff. We had
Yeah.
greens, neck bones, and rice. Neck bones and rice was like my favorite when I was a kid. It was like, it wasn't pizza. Like, it was like neck bones and rice.
Yeah.
But it's all about, you got to know if you're growing up in the country who's not eating tacos. Like, I don't think I had a taco until, like, I got in, like, high school, and that's what the cafeteria had.
Yeah.
But
That's
wasn't.
that's totally, that's weird, because I do not eat a taco. That's all we ever eat.
But neck bones, do you eat neck bones and rice?
I've never had neck bones.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
but
it-
here, but okay,
And
but
people
in
at
our,
work tell me
in our house,
oh, neck bones are
one
delicious.
thing, okay, my mom always emphasized, if you're not eating it with bread, you gotta eat it with a tortilla. So, to fill us up, because otherwise we'd run out of food and nobody would be full. So we had to have tortillas or bread. So that's why we always had, I mean, it's a form of taco, but we always had tacos because we were forced
It'd be
to
like
eat tortillas.
peanut butter and jelly in a
Yeah,
taco.
but see, when you grew up on the phone, you eat your own. You know, so you had peas, snap peas, greens. If you had a pig, a cow, rabbits, you ate that.
Where do you get these neck bones from, and what neck are they coming off of?
You eat pig
neck?
necks and cow necks, any neck. You can eat turkey necks, any animal
Rabbit
you can eat
necks?
the necks.
What about giraffe? You know how big those vertebrae are?
Oh, I don't.
There's
you
no
have to
giraffes
have
over
the
here.
No, but you can. I'm saying, well, giraffe neck.
That'd be crazy.
black
Is that a
eyed
thing?
peas. What? They trying to get fat over here. They trying to learn how to get fat on here. Like I gotta teach y'all neck
That doesn't
bones.
get you fat though.
I
What
think
don't
I'm
get
already
you fat?
Neck bones and greens and
It
and
stick to
snap,
your ribs.
snap or
Yeah,
whatever,
dude,
snap
peas.
something. Yeah, that's not
And
gonna
when
get
you
you
in a
These are
fat.
country
good
house,
for you.
What are your
I'm
carbohydrates,
just saying,
man?
when you're in a country house, all that's already cooked. When you go to a country house, somebody already got some neck bones, they got some peas, they got a cornbread or whatever. You can go to anybody's auntie house and they got it cooked already. You can go to your mama's house, they got it cooked already. It's already in the refrigerator. It's leftovers.
It sounds like a grandma's house.
It can be anybody's house.
But I'm saying like, cause right now, like the only place where I would go like that would have been my grandma's when she was alive. But like she always had food like that. Cause even my mom now doesn't even have food that much anymore. Just ready to go.
Tell your grandma to step up. Tell your mama to step up. She a grandma.
Nah, she's like I'm too old now
But
to
that's
be
the
having
thing.
cooking.
I
all
feel
the-
like that's what I want to go back to. That's the whole. When I'm getting out of the military, I want to move back, and I want to have that because there's so much going on with the youth with my family now is where you don't have that core where you could go to your grandma's house and say, because you can go to your grandma's house anytime. It didn't matter. Your grandma didn't have a job.
Yeah.
But she had food in the refrigerator. You know what I mean? Like your grandma never complained. You know, I
Yeah,
love
family
that.
oriented.
Oh,
You ever
I
wonder like
love
where
that.
they got the food
Yeah.
from?
Huh?
How do you get this food, Grandma? You're not working.
No, but it's true. You go over to grandma's. Is there anything I can make you, or whatever? And
Grandma
she's got
makes
food.
I'm gonna tell you a saying that I live by, and this is what happens. Like I was watching a show once, and it was like a family and friends. You could come over. The soup may be thin. Keep adding water. You know, everybody's welcome. You could just keep adding water.
Yeah.
So I always live like bring a friend. Family and friends are always welcome.
But that
well, not the friends, but the family.
Yeah,
no,
but I'm saying,
that doesn't matter. You
that
can bring
conflicts
anybody.
with
You just
When our
add
family
more
knows,
water.
just come over. But
that,
what is that guy doing?
That contradicts your previous statement about how you don't like friends. You don't like friends coming over.
No, but I was
like
saying the place. We're talking about grandma's house or whatever the case may be. Like
So
at my house.
So when you do this, when you pretty much what you want to do is you just want to relive your youth and the comfort that you had when you were.
I know I do.
That age.
Yeah, somebody said something about your giraffe neck. Ask them where the hell did we go to get giraffe necks?
That's
I know, I'm trying to figure it out.
There is a park here that has giraffes walking around all over the place.
But then they also you have Jiffy cornbread mix. Y'all eat Jiffy cornbread mix?
No,
we didn't have
really
cornbread.
make it that much.
Oh my god!
We didn't have cornbread
You
until
eat Jiffy cornbread mix? I'm trying to
that required my mom cooking cornbread, and she wasn't.
You just add milk and egg and stir. That's it. Sometimes you don't even need no egg. You throw it over no water.
Right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying everybody.
Rice is add water.
Oh my god!
Yeah, rice is add water.
I'm trying to tell you, Eric, they don't know. They don't know.
And we ate a lot of eggs.
They don't know.
Yeah.
Lot
eggs
of
is
eggs.
good. Well, we didn't eat a lot of eggs. We had a lot of just neck
No,
bones.
just
man.
eggs.
We had
Rice.
Look,
We had rice,
when it was
beans,
time for us to
and
fend
egg.
for ourselves, it was eggs or peanut butter and jelly or peanut butter and sandwiches or sandwiches, some kind of sandwich. Because we always had bologna in the house for some reason.
Oh yeah, everybody had kids. That's what you did on
and
yourself.
And a ton of hot dogs. So many hot dogs.
Yeah, I hate
Surprise.
hot dogs.
Somebody told, look, my neighbor told me to throw y'all away. Like,
Throw y'all away?
Yeah, y'all gotta get
You
with
can't
the
throw
neck.
me away.
How you gotta not have? Look,
I'm a person. I'm
look,
alive.
y'all gonna get some neck bones. Y'all gonna
No,
get some
okay.
real. Yes.
I don't even like chicken bones. Why makes you think I
I
like
think
neck
we
bones?
grew up poorer than you because we ate meat like once a month. We didn't get meat at all.
A special dish at our house was my
Yeah.
mom made
I remember
big
getting
steak.
pizza like 3 times. Don't throw me away, please.
Oh my god! But I'm just saying that y'all should try it. Like, but that's the thing. You know, with Hispanic, I feel like I don't know. I've worked with a couple of Hispanics or whatever the case may be, but it's not like they invite me over to like eat with them or whatever. But
Well,
like,
yeah, because then you're
there's
gonna
not-
be, where's the neck bones?
Yeah, right. Where's
Throwing
the-
their shit out, and they're like,
but y'all
no, my
got-
rice and
Everybody
beans.
has their own culture on doing things. Like,
I
you know,
agree.
things. But my coworker who just
But I'm
came
not
here, I
telling
was
you-
asking him what he's doing for Thanksgiving. I was like, y'all having turkey? He was like, no, we're gonna have. You know, we don't eat turkey. Period. And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's some people.
Yeah,
But I'm not telling you to throw me
I
away.
burned my turkey. I was
Aw.
sad.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I
Ask him what he did to his turkey.
She
I
didn't
know.
care.
Hey, what did you do to your turkey?
She's too busy on her thing.
He
No, I
deep
was
fried
just
his
saying,
turkey.
like, you
for
gotta
3
remember,
hours.
like, everybody's like, oh, they never had neck bones. They never did deep fried turkey.
I
He
burned mine.
burned his turkey.
I
He deep
over
fried
deep
it for
fried it.
3 hours.
Oh, that's a long fry. You didn't smell it burning?
No, I smelled it cooking.
Some yams?
But I think what happens is
I don't
I
eat-
didn't
I've
change
never
the
had
temperature on the.
Oh my.
I didn't change the temperature on the thing. It's
You
supposed to be
wasn't
3
outside
hours.
with it?
What?
You wasn't outside with the turkey when it was cooking?
Yeah, it's outside. But I didn't adjust the temperature. I was
outside?
supposed
I
to
know,
lower it
but you
down.
stayed up for 3 hours. You didn't, like, lift it up to see?
You can't tell by looking at it.
Yeah, you can.
No, you have
Yeah,
to.
when it's black, 3 hours, I'm pretty sure that thing was black.
I was just following the directions.
It's okay. It's okay. Like, oh. Yeah, but, I mean, you have your own... If y'all were another Oklahoma person, they was like, yeah, I've never had that. You never
See,
had that.
they think it's funny too.
Yeah, 3 hours. Yeah.
3 hours.
I was
That's a
following
long
the
time,
directions.
dude.
I don't
I don't
know.
think-
I thought it was 15
Even if
minutes
you
a
were-
pound.
They forgot
you're
all
a
about the
bacon.
neck bones.
Well, that's one thing. When you burn the neck bones, that's
They chewing
worse.
on the neck bones. Right? 3 hours, goddamn.
So where's the meat on this
That
neck
Mexican
bone?
don't know what he's
Around it?
fried.
No,
Is it like a rib where it's surrounded
Yeah.
by meat?
it's like it's a bone that's connected to it's like a joint. So all the joints, and you have like the meat in between the joints.
What about all that cartilage?
You
Is that
eat
there
it.
too? Oh,
You
gross.
eat it
I don't
too.
like eating cartilage.
Marrow, all that stuff. It's
Ah,
good.
See,
I don't like
he's
eating
the
marrow.
picky one. I'd be like, cartilage, any kind of meat. Just give it to me.
It's good.
I'd be
if
chewing
you
on the
have
bone
never,
for a while.
If I'm telling you, that's probably like one of the best parts. Like, I don't eat pork anymore, but one of the things that I missed, I was like, man, a neck bone was good.
Why
Neck
don't you
bone,
eat pork?
because I had a pig, and my dad killed it, and I was like, I'm never eating pork
recently?
again.
So would
No.
you,
I was
so
like
would you
14.
do that if they would have done it with a cow in front of you too?
I don't know. But I was really like fond of my pig, and my dad killed it, and I
What
was like,
was
I'm
your-
never.
Was it your pig?
It was Bert.
It was your pig?
It was my pig.
Who gave it to you?
My dad bought it for the school. I was in FFA,
Oh, okay.
and then I was like, I'm never eating it again. And then
And you haven't since?
Nope.
Wow.
But I'll get a taste of it. Like somebody was like, "Oh, here I cooked this," and I'll be like, "Oh, this has pork in it." But yeah, they say he don't eat menudo. You don't eat.
You don't eat menudo?
I don't like the intestine.
Yes, I have eaten menudo plenty.
What about pig feet?
No, gross.
We've never had pig feet, or like in the household, we never
that's
had it.
gross.
I'm
How's
sure
that
I would eat
gross?
it. I don't
Because
know.
it's
Nah.
its feet. That's its little tiptoe feet.
You eat hot dogs?
Yeah, but it's not in the shape of a
That's all.
hoof.
That's all nasty shit.
Oh
too.
man,
It's not a
come
hoof.
on, man.
If
You-
they made
The
hot dogs,
are the worst.
if
Part
they
of
made
that.
hot dogs-
I say don't try it. I mean, don't knock it until you try
Look,
it. I'm
but if
telling
they
you.
made
Yeah, that's what
hot
I'm saying.
dogs.
I would try it.
and it came in the shape of a foot,
Give me a plate
I
with,
wouldn't eat it.
with
Man,
rice
pickled pig feet when I was
and
little.
beans with
pickled
sugar
pig feet.
Gross.
and neck bones and pig feet.
I
And
don't
I'm
even
all
pick
about
up
it.
pig feet.
Yeah,
I'm not
let me
even
get.
a fan
Let's
of-
get that plate. Let's go to grandma's right now.
I'm not even a fan of
I
pickled
want that
pickles.
plate.
So
I
I'm
mean, it
not
wouldn't
gonna
even
eat
have to be
pickled
pig
pickles.
feet. The only thing that was like little to be all sticky and eating it. Man, pig feet was good.
They were
like,
sticky.
Yeah, pig
Why are
feet
the
are
feet sticky?
Why? Somebody tell
But
me
do
why
you-
the pig feet
wait,
are
do you,
sticky.
do you eat the hoof though?
The
do you
hoof,
chew
yeah.
it?
You eat the
You
skin
eat
around
the
the
hoof?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so gross.
You don't eat the nail of the hoof.
That's so just sitting there chewing.
Somebody
on
said, yeah, they're like most street tacos are made of tongue. Cow
Yeah,
tongue.
I'm cool with
tongue.
that.
It's
Yeah.
called lengua.
So what would be nasty, the tongue or the feet?
The feet?
Man, the feet covered.
I don't care if they're
Yeah, you
covered or
take the
not.
skin off.
It doesn't matter. They're still feet.
Man, please. I'm telling you.
I would try it.
I'm trying to tell you, when it comes to Hispanics and blacks, I think we're the same. Y'all be eating the
We
same.
are the same.
The same shit we eating.
Yeah, it's just cooked different.
I would
but,
have
you
to
know.
say, blacks, Mexicans, and Filipinos, we in the same thing. We could cook an animal. From the rooter to the tutor.
Mm-hmm.
We could cook an animal.
Yeah, we eat intestines too. We call them tripas.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I'm
just
not a
change
big
the
fan of
names.
Well, I think
Change the
we
name.
didn't
It's the
change the
Spanish
name. It's the
version.
Spanish version.
It's just changed.
It's just
the name.
Spanish word for
But,
intestines.
like, yeah, look, I'm telling you, you ain't poor if you could afford a pig. Shit, there's some people out
Well,
there
we couldn't
ain't
afford
eating
a
no
pig.
meat.
Not a whole pig. no.
We didn't eat very often.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
we've never had a whole pig. That'd have been cool.
It would have been cool, but I don't know what they would have done.
Well, now that y'all are in the money, look at these podcasters, cash app them.
I don't know
some,
what you're seeing, but
Chicken feet. Now, I love some chicken
No,
feet.
I've never had
Oh
chicken
my
feet.
god,
Nope.
when they were fried,
Nope. Not
man,
eating
chicken
chicken feet.
feet.
what would you season
Oh
them
my
with? Just salt?
god, man, yeah, I think they're kind of salty themselves. I don't know, they're crispy.
so-
I don't know. My dad had cooked some, and I remember they were crunchy.
That must be like pork rinds. Like
Yeah,
pork skin.
it was like they were good. I remember but now I wouldn't probably eat any. But I do see them like in the store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
I
see
see 'em
them
too, but
me
I'm
and
not
my
used to
daughter,
that.
we're always looking at like, oh, look at the chicken feet. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, I know. And then I like want to grab them and chase her with them.
No,
I
good
can't do
cooked
that. I
up.
can't do crawfish either. I can't do stuff like that. Just staring at me. I can't do fish soup where the fish's head is still in there. Yeah, that's gross.
See, y'all
Oh,
got
yeah.
too sensitive. Like,
No, he's
No.
sensitive.
Yeah, it's
I'm
just-
all about
Yeah,
that
too.
soup. Let me
It's
get the
just me.
eyeball
It's
too.
gross.
right?
No.
And like, yeah.
And I'm gonna
Staring
play
at
with
me.
the mouth while I eat the
Staring
eyeball.
at me? No, I'm not gonna do it. No thanks.
No.
Give me parts of the food that I don't have to know where it came from. I'm fine.
No, none
But
of
you
your
see
fans
the
talking
fish.
about what they eat.
But you see the fish when you eat the fish. It's like you eating the
No. It's not like I want to.
No?
No, I don't want to.
I'm
Kimchi.
sure that...
Somebody said they like kimchi. See, whole pigs, not good.
I can do kimchi because it's a
What's
drink.
kimchi?
It's like
It's a
fermented,
probiotic. Yeah,
fermented cabbage.
Oh,
Mostly
yeah, I'm
Asian.
down.
All right. Well, we'll stop it right there. Anything else that you want to add?
No. I appreciate all the people that came on my my
Thank you for
Facebook
showing
and
up
support.
to her
I love the
Facebook.
podcasts. We were just talking about random stuff. I give a big shout out to Bowley. We bringing it back. I'm with Hopgood.
I don't think it's ever been
What's
to
a hot
bring it
good?
back though.
Oh, I'm explaining too much for them.
Oh.
So no, Bowley is on the comeback. Let's see here. I'm moving back. We're gonna get it back together. Okima, I'm gonna give a shout out because I'm still gonna come there.
We're going
in
to
Oklahoma
grandma's.
City. What? And we're gonna bring back
We're
grandma
going
houses.
aunties.
I don't know. That's what I'm talking about. If you don't have a grandma, if they don't all pass away, we gotta bring it back.
I don't
Everybody
have
needs
a
a grandma
grandma.
They'll
house.
all pass away.
A
No,
grandma
I
passed
know.
away.
That's what I'm saying. But we gotta bring it back because
Yeah.
there's a lot of history with food and culture and all that stuff to come back. Because you don't eat chicken foot now.
I've never had chicken foot.
I know, but that's because you didn't have a grandma house. You had a grandma house. That's what we had. Grandmas could cook up some stuff, regardless. It was like probably the poorest dish, but it was that love that made it good. You
I'm
know
gonna
what I
go
mean?
get a grandma and I'm gonna make sure she's black so I
right?
can get
neck bones.
neck bones,
Neck
rice and
bones,
beans
rice
with
and beans.
sugar, and pig's
What?
feet with chicken bones. I mean chicken legs.
Yeah. Okay.
Beak too? No beak?
Comedy, grandma's house comedy tour. That's what we need. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's the Mexican
Granny house
grandma.
comedy
You
tour.
can't even say that because Mexican grandmas. I've seen Coco.
What does that have to do with Mexican grandmas?
That was Mexican grandmas.
Yeah,
they're
they're old and dying.
No, but there was a culture. You see how she like ruled it. The grandma was like the whole
that's
thing.
the house
of
you go to.
Well, yeah,
she's
she's the one that you respect because she's the elder.
Look at that. I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that's true. We need to bring back a little respecting the elders.
Yeah, no, respect this, but they had so much in that house. Like I always tell my brother now, it's like you had a place to go. I don't care if you were strung out on crack, if you were like struggling, if your husband beat you, your wife beat you, you had somewhere to go, and it was grandma's house.
Yeah.
And she had something in the refrigerator to feed you and whoever. Like you had a place, and that's the only thing. In my family, we're missing that right now, where you have a place to go. And I hope, God willing, that I'm able to bring that back on my dad's place, like a little farm.
You're gonna be the grandma?
Yeah, well, our whole family's gonna be the grandma because like she instilled something in everybody. Your grandma, like she instilled something. Everybody learned something. Everybody got a story. Like you were like, I ain't heard that before because she told somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You could put her together.
Right,
with the
your whole
stories.
family. That's what I'm saying. Your family is your grandma, and if you let it die by not getting together, that's where we're suffering.
I think a lot of people in America missed out something like that.
Yeah, it's too much.
I think that's probably why we get a lot of school shooters.
Because they're not the grandmas?
No, because they're not the grandma, but
They're not family
but the thought
oriented.
of that, yeah, the whole bringing things and people being, I think we're just lacking that in the U.S. and we're getting more and more
Grandma's
separated.
babies. Yeah.
So,
No, but I agree that it's family. Like the thing is, your family's gonna notice you first. If you crazy, your family notice you first.
Oh, yeah, because they know you.
Yeah,
That's
they
if,
know.
that's
they
if,
see
yeah,
you.
but that's if they're around. If they even
Right, you gotta get together.
Some
to
people
know
be like,
what's
I
going
didn't,
on.
and like he was my cousin, but I never talked to him or something like that.
Yeah, but you know why you didn't talk to him because you already heard other people say crazy things about him. Like people know who's crazy and who's not. Like in any family, when you get together. But right now, what's going on? We don't get together. Family reunions isn't big as it used to be. Some families are. I still see on Facebook where people posting, but mine, like people have T-shirts. This year or whatever that year, and you have two families. You have your mama's side and your daddy's side. You know
Most
what I mean?
people do.
Yeah, well, you do regardless. Like if you just
Well,
you don't fuck with your daddy, they still got family on there. So
Well,
you come
yeah,
from
yeah,
two
yeah,
different
yeah.
places. You know,
Yeah.
you do. And when you can see the blend, I see both of my sides of family. Like and they're totally different on my mom's side
Oh
of
yeah,
family.
definitely. They tend to be no family is really the same. I always feel like when it comes to people's different side, one side's always more community wise than the other one, like built better, and I don't know why.
Yeah, my mom's from Louisiana, and then my dad's from Oklahoma. So like it was growing up, we had a treat. Like love going to my mom's house, and I could say that they lived off of nothing, but the family was always coming together. Like it wasn't much. Like it wasn't like oh you gotta have this or whatever. You lived off of anything. Like walking to the store was like a treat. It's like oh can I go to the store? Can I get in a car to go to Walmart? You had $1. And then when we came to Oklahoma, there was nothing. We didn't go to the store. It was different, totally different on both sides of the family.
Do you go back and forth?
Now, no, my mom moves down there now, but we don't have to go back and forth. But I think you only get to experience that as a kid. Now like $1 won't get me far.
It's more exciting. Yeah.
Like you're like $1. But you have that $1, and it's like, oh, and then it's your friends in there. You have some change left over, and you get with your cousin, and now y'all can get another thing because you came together. Yeah. It's just family, and that's the whole thing. Food. When we're just talking about food and family is good, and that's what it is. When you're cooking every part of the pig or cow or whatever, it's just coming together. Deer hunting, all of that stuff. Chili, soup.
All right, well, thank you very much, Ronnie, for being here. Our guest.
All right.
Plug away. If any of your family ever wants to watch any previous episodes or want to catch us on Spotify or your iTunes, they can always go to UandGOdyssey.
They hear
the
you.
letter U and UandG Odyssey. If any of you guys ever want to catch up on any of our previous episodes with other comics. Also next week, like I said, I'm gonna have a Lights Out Shaw, but that's gonna be an interesting episode. If anybody want to catch that, I'm pretty sure you might want to watch that too. But we are live on Twitch. That's where we do our live show. You can watch us live on Twitch and also on our Instagram. But whichever one. Bronny, you got anything you want to shout out?
You
your
want to
Facebook,
say your Instagram, your Facebook?
No, I'm on Facebook. I'm Ronnie Raw, and the only reason I'm calling Raw because I just don't like to be limited on what I say. Like I think everybody should be no filter. So Ronnie Raw Banks on Facebook. I am Ronnie Banks on Instagram, but you can find me on the couch.
Yes, they're not gonna find you on the couch.
Yeah, you can find me on the couch.
You gotta give out your address or anything like that.
No, I don't give out my address, but I'm here.
They're not gonna
Like
find you on the
I do
couch.
funerals, I do birthdays, I do
What do you do at those funerals and
I'm a
birthdays?
friend. Like what funerals? You gotta bring out some humor.
Oh, you're talking about you do comedy there?
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Oh, okay.
Invite me to it or whatever I show up.
I do have 2 shows coming up for anybody in the DFW area. I'm doing the Bush Lord Showcase in Dallas on the 13th, and I'm also doing the Plano Showcase on the 16th. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing both of those.
Awesome.
Yeah, I want to do open mics, but I know it's not the best time to do them. They're not always the best. But I need to do comedy in front of a big audience. I need that. I need more experience, and I don't care if it takes me too much time and I have to go drive. I need to do comedy in front of a big audience. I just need to start doing it more.
No, that's cool.
Open mics are fun, but they're fun because I hang out with people. They're not fun because of the people that are watching. Anyway, anything else you want to add?
My name's Gum.
Yeah.
No, I do. I appreciate all my family listening to me. And again, next podcast, I'll broadcast when it is.
All right, well, we'll be glad to have you on again if you want.
Well,
to do
thank
it
y'all for
sometime.
having me
It was
here.
very fun.
Thank you. I mean, I don't have too many Hispanic people in my life, so y'all like 2 at a time. What? 2? What? Y'all did it.
Well, next
But
time.
y'all didn't know shit about no rice and beans. Y'all kind of disappoint me on the food ram, but we good. We good.
You just put sugar in it. We know about the rice and beans, but just don't put sugar in
I'm
it.
an
No
expert at rice
cornbread.
and beans. I know how
Hello,
to eat 'em.
James.
Cornbread
No.
is only for Thanksgiving.
Whatever. I'm here for it. Anybody want to do a podcast? I'm here.
Maybe we can do one again in the near future. It is fun.
We'll bring
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah, you wanna be on here?
'Cause you
Yeah,
asked
bring
like 10
y'all were a
times.
little off today.
No, this is what we do. We just randomly talk about nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's here.
Questions are for people
And
who
then
plan things.
you say you don't really stick with politics or anything like that, so you
No,
don't pay
I'm
attention
here.
to it.
Oh, I'm definitely not politics.
I do.
Well,
I read up
I'm
on
gonna
that.
say good night to you guys. Y'all have a good one.
Good night to
Thanks
you
for
guys.
listening. Yeah, good night. Good night.
Bye, people. I think I'm not forgetting anything.
I don't even know how to cut this off, but so here.